Power word fling here, which seems really funny to me.
Power word fling,
Like-
yes.
Yeah, they added a whole bunch of power words.
There are,
Anyways.
and they're fantastic. And with that, hello.
Hi.
Family, friends, fans, and fellow adventurers. Welcome back to Practical Heroes, where you caught us in the tail end of discussing deep magic spells from Kobold Press. They added a bunch of power word spells that are pretty cool. But yes, welcome back to our second flagship campaign, The Sands of Syldaris, set in the pretty much entirely homebrew world of Eroth, where last time a lot of stuff happened. You were enjoying the Eclipse Ball, and you watched as the man that you suspected of being the magician left through an exit door at the top of one of the balconies, following Head Dean Kin. You followed Head Dean Kin and Dean Westmaris, whilst two of you stayed behind to talk to two of the deans that you do like, and try and get some help from them, and reveal some of the secrets that you have discovered about Dean Westmaris. You convened together when an urgent message was sent telling you that Dean Westmaris was in the process of threatening Head Dean Kin with extreme violence and basically killing her and taking over the school. Because why wouldn't you? So of course you all jumped in and beat up Dean Westmaris. Turns out, wasn't Dean Westmaris. So you went searching.
Holy God.
You went to the Corpus Tower, where Dean Westmaris hangs his hat at the end of the day. His old crinkly wizard's hat.
Get that ironed.
And you fought your way through countless copies of this same evil, vile man who you discovered once had a very naughty relationship with Linga. And you confronted him at the top of the Corpus Tower, where he activated his special tarot card layer power thing that I'm screwing around with as a boss function, and seemingly blew up the top of the tower and took you to this awesome, super cool map that I put together, where you then fought the magician. And of course, with the power of friendship and Mura beating up a bunch of random students,
Oh God.
eventually...
They were just walking by, too. It was pretty weird.
Yeah, they weren't even like, they just came to like check out a book or something, and Mira's like, get out of the fucking tower.
But yes, you, as far as you're aware, beat the magician. He lies dead in front of you, thanks to Linger and Warden's final efforts. And that's where we left off, with his dead body on the ground, his stuff in front of you. As all of this is happening and you're kind of looking over the body and watching as Linger kind of turned her back to the dean, this kind of like exploded chunk of tower with all these chunks of rock and debris flying around suddenly shrinks and snaps back into the top floor of the tower as if nothing had happened. You can see the students that you had killed lying around the room. Linger, I would say, would certainly pick up on the traces. Where some of the students still are, you can see Dean Westmaris had actually carved into the ground, from the looks of things, a couple of glyphs of warding. And you get the impression that what had happened was the students would stand on these glyphs, and that casted the greater invisibility spell on them, and that's how they stayed hidden. So some of them,
Noted.
had they been left unchecked, would have been able to run to other glyphs, stand on those, and go invisible again.
You know, if we get some diamonds, I can do the same thing in our tower. It'd be fabulous.
Exactly. But yes, the Dean lies before you. The eclipse is still underway. You can see through this giant skylight at the top of the tower. Dean Leora Vex comes running over to you because I totally didn't forget she was with you last time. It's fine. She was trapped outside of the area by the magician's magic. That's what happened. She comes running over and just kind of starts fussing over everyone. And she's kind of like rips the masquerade mask off. Are you all right? That was dramatic to say the least.
I'm good.
Yeah, it was like a teepee in a wigwam. It was too tense.
I'm ashamed how long that took me.
Oh, I get
my head.
Warden, after like a solid 5 seconds, is like, oh, I get it.
Understand.
She does chuckle.
Yeah. I think we are still hurt. I don't know how much I'm hurt because
Yeah, I think the level got rid of all.
Well, she will hand out
I know I have so many ouchies.
Yes.
Yeah, it sort of reset everything, so I kind of
That's
don't
fine.
know.
She was going to heal you guys up afterwards in case you wanted to return to the ball, because it would have been a bit weird for you guys to rock up incredibly beaten up.
Right.
So she is just handing some healing potions around for everyone to swig on while they process what just happened. And you can see she's kind of making her way around and casting a discerning eye over some of these students.
Some of them are dead.
Yes.
I think all but one.
Yeah, one of them is just in the corner, like, hugging his knees, rocking. Every now and then looks over at Muir and just breaks out in a sweat. Muir just systematically erasing every one of those students while you guys were fighting the Dean.
Somebody had to help.
It's true. And she comes back over to you guys, and she says, "We had seen some of these students working quite closely with the Dean. It is a shame to see that they were presumably either controlled by magic or quite severely brainwashed by promises of something or other. Presumably power, from what we heard in the head dean's office."
Does have a way about him. Winger's gonna just surreptitiously scoop up that totally innocuous looking staff. Just casually lean on that.
You scoop that up. You can see, as mentioned towards the end of the session last time, it is this kind of long, twisted black thorn, basically, aesthetic-wise. And you can see there is kind of a nook about 3/4 of the way up where the wand kind of slots in to complete this twisting design. And the wand is inserted into the staff at the moment.
Okay. Does it look like if I were to leave this staff with, say, Mira overnight, it could look more fabulous later?
As in,
more
if
bat
someone
bombs.
were to attune to it, or if someone were to decorate it.
Decorate.
Absolutely, it could be decorated.
Okay.
Mira just reaches into the bath bomb bag and just with a handful of glitter.
That's a start. It's a good solid start.
It's really
the staff of
dark.
glitter.
Oh yeah. It's a little dark. We gotta kind of fix that up a little bit, but we got glitter to match. Don't worry.
Yes.
Rhinestones?
Yeah, so maybe some iridescent ribbon wrapping.
Oh.
Certainly,
Jack-
Necrothon can be blinged up.
Can we like dip dye it so it maybe has like a little bit of a different color?
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Or like painted, maybe it's just like give it an ombre effect.
You know, I bet we can pick up some unicorn tears or unicorn spit. It's this kind of paint you use on wood, you know, and it like almost stains it, but not really. It's really neat.
I've never heard of unicorn spit.
Oh, dude, you should look it up. It's amazing.
Oh, it's a real thing. Okay.
Yeah, you should look it up. It's amazing.
Unicorn.
Yeah, get some spin on that thing. I was just wondering.
Even.
I didn't want to say it. Didn't want to say it.
I did have a thought, and I don't know a reason to do this at this juncture, but you know, I just want to get this in all of your brains. We could potentially at some point speak to the dead body of this evil magician Dean. I don't know why right now we would want to necessarily, but you know, just something to keep in mind. So I mentioned.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Do you think he would talk to you? Maybe we should. Maybe.
But we can always save it for tomorrow.
Yeah,
enjoy it.
Totally.
Maybe we could get him. She points to the student to do it under duress. You do it, right?
Of course.
Warden cracks his metal knuckles.
That's that's right. That's what I thought you'd say. Bitch.
But yes, as you are poring over this, there is also, I think I forgot to actually give Linger the Dean's spellbook. My apologies.
Oh,
I
need
will
that.
add that for you. I need to dig up what spells he had.
I did giggle madly over the staff, the wand, and
Yes.
the combo.
Yes, it is great fun. And I very much enjoy the idea of covering a big black thorny staff called Necrothan in iridescent ribbons and glitter.
And unicorn spit.
And unicorn spit. But yes, so Dean Leora says, I understand it is probably going to feel a bit strange too, but if you would like to perhaps temporarily forget this happened and process it at a later date, or simply just pretend like nothing happened for now, we can always return to the ball. I'm sure the head dean would be interested to know that you are all safe. I should return for no other reason than appearance, and will return to the ball shortly, but first I obviously wish to make sure you were all okay.
Most kind.
Yeah. I beat you.
Ew. Now that you healed us and stuff.
Yes. And she has also been repairing any kind of damage to everyone's clothes using simple magics, of course. Linger could do the same, but Linger is preoccupied.
Well, what do y'all think? You want to go back to the ball?
I don't see why not.
I can be nearby. I think Rip and my small self would enjoy some time dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Rip nods enthusiastically.
Yeah, and little Linger will spin and be in a cute dress instead of looking like Carrie. Rip is slightly disappointed.
Aw, poor Rip.
Ooh.
Weird little guy.
What a weird little dude, huh?
Well, in that case, can I have next dance?
With who?
With Rip?
Yeah, or anyone, I guess.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, so who gets to dance with Warden?
Linger's gonna find a place to study.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That's
Linger,
close
you
by.
can now that he's gone effectively, you can stay in the Corpus Tower if you want, and the others can
Always
go back
pick
to the
scissors.
wall.
Well, I want to be close enough so that I can still look and listen via Rip and
Yeah, fair enough.
I was like,
Levity.
if you
Maybe he doesn't want to dance with you, Burpee.
so is it like if you kill him, you get all this stuff. That's cool.
Leora would kind of pipe up and say, if you need some time to yourself, I can show you into the staff room that I took Warden and Mira to earlier. It's effectively next door the main ball, but hidden inside of a wall, so no one will disturb you. And if anyone questions it, you can say Dean Vex gave you permission to be inside there, so...
That sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come here, Panda.
So she will, she'll
What
teleport
she
everyone
wants to
back
come see with it.
to the Instantia Tower, the floor where the ball is happening. Not directly inside, obviously, because that'd be pretty crazy to just teleport into the middle of the dance floor.
That'd be one hell of an entrance, though.
It'd be a
Yeah.
fantastic entrance. But it then means Linga would teleport in and then have to immediately just walk out if she didn't
I
want to be
mean-
in there.
That doesn't sound like something she wouldn't do anyway. It's like, and I'm down in this room, and just walks off.
Just
We
gives
can
you
do that
a
if you
Irish
want.
goodbye.
Yeah, go for the
If
big.
you want the dramatic entrance.
Oh, you know what?
I mean-
Chester's going to prep some fog cloud, too, for when they pop in to really add some oomph and let
Yeah.
Linger slink off without being seen
Yeah.
when she chooses.
Okay.
Yeah,
in that case-
love it.
Leora kind of smiles at you guys, puts her dragon mask back on, and just kind of gets everyone to kind of hold hands or at least be kind of touching so that she can teleport you all together.
No, hold hands.
Mhm.
And there
For
is
sure.
a swirl of wind that kind of picks up around you, and you all feel that same teleporting sensation before you suddenly switch to the correct music, hopefully. Playlists, here we go. Eclipse Ball. There is, fortunately, kind of a lull in the dancing for a brief moment, and there's a perfect gap right in the center of that dance floor. That kind of large crystal disc that's slowly rotating in the center of the room. There is this flash of light, that swirl of wind again, and in this kind of swirl of this ethereal wind and kind of angelic feathers, you all just appear in the center of the dance floor with Dean Leora Vex in the middle of your little group. And she, oh, terribly sorry we're late.
Yeah.
Or just
And just-
says like the Robert Downey Jr. like arm raise, like yes, we're here.
As everyone's like, oh, whoa, whoa, oh my god, did you see that? Everyone's kind of muttering and whispering to themselves about the entrance. You see as she just nonchalantly whips the kind of bit of her dress that connects up to her finger, just kind of whips it back behind her and just flows off the dance floor.
She's so cool.
Yeah.
We'll believe you.
And Chester's fog cloud can go off whenever you so desire.
As soon as we
cover.
pop in, and just a low fog keeps it to a minimum.
A dull roar.
Hmm.
Excellent. Okay. So Linga slinks off into the staff room as Leora kind of basically just meets you outside of the Hall of Levity, and opens that kind of secret passage through the wall for you to enter into the staff room. And you'll be quite all right in here, I suppose. No one will be in or indeed out, unless obviously you wish to leave, in which case the door will just open for you. Faculty may potentially enter, but as I say, just tell them Dean Leoravex said that you could be in here.
I do appreciate it.
Anything for someone who helped save the floating citadel from that horrible, horrible man. Well, if you'll excuse me, she kind of bows her head semi-respectfully towards you. You would
Returns the gesture.
probably see as well, because they left in quite a hurry, the journal that you had book darted from the magician, Dean Westmaris, is still on the table from where Mura and Warden had given it to Dean Starwhisper and Dean Vex. Because, as Vex says, no one would really be going into this room during the ball, so it was quite safe to leave in here.
I mean, as long as it's safe, we'll leave it there. And it's already book darted, so it's...
Yes, and you'd probably see as well, it looks like Dean Starwhisper has set up kind of like a small-scale alarm spell around the book, so if anyone she didn't know picked the book up, it would basically break that alarm spell and trigger an alarm for her.
Perfect.
Is there anything specific Linga would like to do right now? Other than
Actually,
vibe?
yeah, well, she is going to vibe. She'll look over the staff wand combo a little bit, but she is interested in the ball. She just knows she can't like actively participate because she was doing like a lot of illegal magic. So yeah, she's basically going to be just swapping her focus between little levity and rip, because then she can get more angles and stuff.
Absolutely.
Basically has 2 drones in that room that she's just watching the video feed of.
Yes. I will say as well, there's probably about an hour left for the ball, so if you did want to attune, you could.
All right, we can work on that. Yeah, she'll put the staff across her lap and let that happen while she's watching TV.
Cool. Brilliant. And occasionally, unseen servants do kind of come into the room and offer refreshments, clearly just in case any faculty were actually in the staff room. So you are still able to enjoy any of the food and drink that is going on inside the ball.
Okay.
Because Linga loves all of that human sustenance.
Maybe a little bubbly, just to...
to celebrate.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So while Linga's attuning then, back inside the ball hall, the Hall of Levity, what are you three doing with little Linga cutting some shapes with Rip next to her?
Cutting the rug. I don't know. What are you guys gonna do?
Arthi.
Howdy.
One of the students comes up to me and, "You call that an entrance?"
Oh no!
Get away from me! Mira
He didn't
shoves
die in
him.
the Corpus Tower. He's still here.
Bastard.
Mira shoves
It
that
should
guy.
have been you. It should.
It should have been you. I will end you.
He's just like really pretentiously holding like this champagne flute by the bottom of the stem.
Mira slaps the champagne flute out of his hand. Get away from me. I'm not in the mood for this.
He just looks down at the shattered glass on the floor, looks up at Murin,
Yeah, go cry to your mom,
and just shuffles away.
bitch.
Warren's like, what the fuck? Got to you.
I didn't want to deal with him anymore. He's pretentious. I don't like him. Caught me on a bad day.
Oh, man.
Let's dance. Mira's gonna go
You can
dance.
go dance if you want.
Hell yeah.
Do a performance. No.
Well, if they don't dance, I don't know that they're friends of mine.
It's true. Yeah.
Cool. You see, while you're kind of dancing around, are you on the actual kind of main spinning dance floor as well?
Hell yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Want it if you got it, right?
Absolutely. So you guys can see while you're having a little dance on the dance floor, Leora and Thalia, the two deans, have made their way up to the balcony and are deep in discussion with head dean Kin. And you see they kind of do that thing where they're like, oh yeah, look over there, but don't let like the people see that you're looking. But obviously, because they're not trying to hide it from you guys, you can see like all three deans looking in your direction. And the head dean gives you all a very appreciative nod of acknowledgement. And you see as they hold a hand up to their mouth, and you all very clearly hear a message coming through, including Linger in the staff room, because she would have been telling the head dean that one of them is in the staff room. And you all hear, I am deeply appreciative of everything you have done to help us. Thank you. For the time being, we will allow the ball to proceed as planned and as it should be. We wouldn't want to cause any panic or hysteria, but rest assured, if you so choose, we will fully intend to honor you after this, and we will be addressing the campus and the Citadel as a whole to inform them of Dean Westmaris's treachery and your assistance in dealing with the same.
Can we respond to this message?
Rest assured, if any of you ever wish to attend the floating Citadel and study magic, you are always welcome free of charge. You may reply to this message.
I think Chester's going to reply. Most kind, Dean. Before you make this announcement, we could perhaps have a moment alone just to discuss a small little piddly thing.
You mean Dean Westmaris? Ha ha ha. Absolutely.
Hee-ha. Hee-ha.
We will meet after the ball, or would you prefer to meet now?
After the ball's fine.
Excellent. In that case, enjoy the festivities. You've earned it.
Yeah, we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they turn back and start kind of speaking to some other students who have been gathering around. You see Dean Star Whisper and Dean Vex take to the dance floor and start dancing with each other.
I think that they are gonna get together. And like Mira is like, if they're not
So
already
into
there.
it.
Yeah, she's very,
You ship 'em?
very into this. I do.
Yeah,
I
I
love
do too. No, I like it.
If they get married, I want to go to their wedding so bad.
Magical wedding. You know what? Weddings are already magical. So imagine
Right.
a magical wedding.
Oh.
A double magical, maybe triple magical because they're both magical. Ah,
Exponential magic.
that'd be so
Got to be careful around exponential magic.
amazing.
As they're dancing and assuming that little Linger is listening in, the reason I wish to talk to them before their announcement is I think we should, unless there's any objection, I never want to just throw something out and say, this is what we're doing. That's not how I roll. We would let them know true identities, which I feel would ease situations where we're called into question for lying, and also, just get our fame up there as well.
Little Linger will spin around cutely and give you a double thumbs up.
All right, that's a vote for okay.
Yes.
What do you think, Warden Emir?
Yes.
I
Wait,
think
what
we're-
was? What was the
It's
question?
Kira.
Yes,
Yes.
what?
I believe we're in the clear now, so I think it's.
All right. Ooh.
I said yes, but I forgot what the question was.
Well, it doesn't matter. Let's dance.
Okay.
It's okay, Nora. We know this and we love you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You guys can dance should you so choose. There are some more kind of festivities happening as well since you've been gone and dealing with Westmaris. You can see there's now kind of like some kind of little stalls almost. That stalls is in like ALLS, not OOLS. Have been like set up with people sat kind of behind it, and they are looking like they're either selling things or kind of giving them away. Some of them are decorations, masquerade type attire, things to remember the Eclipse Ball by. You can see there's a couple that seem to be hosting small games. There's a couple of like wizard chess games.
Tabletop role-playing games with dice happening, or is that too
There
much
are
for a ball?
Plenty of those. They're all playing
hell
this
yeah.
really unique, awesome game that they play in the floating citadel. It's called Pathfinder.
Ooh.
Why? That tracks. Honestly, that fucking tracks.
Yeah,
But
it
there
seems.
is a student body movement to try and get Morkborg as more of a thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Go those kids.
Do they have offices and bosses? I wouldn't mind playing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ultimate fantasy when you live in a magical world. Mediocrity.
Yeah. There's this
Wow.
great one called Dragon's Bane. You should check that one out.
Let's just
You
Wow,
get to play a
snakes and
duck
suburbs.
person.
What's in suburbs?
Snakes and suburbs.
Wow.
Favorite.
I love snakes.
there is, you can see there's drink stalls, food stalls. There's one that seems to be selling this really delicious looking liquid and has a banner at the top that just says Wraith.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow,
that's really
wow.
cool.
It's
I
not,
wonder if
it's
there's
not
like,
a thing, I was joking. I'm just
No,
being
it's-
silly.
canon
Linger
now.
wants exactly 10%.
but like if
of
it
one.
was a thing, would there be like a cool code that we could use?
Yeah, so if you walk up to them and you say PHN, then you actually get 10% off the gold price
Wow.
for any drink you buy.
I like it.
Your feet. Wow.
Wow. Look at it. Look at me. I'm so sponsorable.
And yeah,
It's
you can see
canon
there
now,
are,
though. You said it.
there are
Yeah.
a couple as well of these little stands where they're either doing kind of like little card tricks or card games. There seems to be like fortune telling booths as well from the looks of things. What would you guys like to do?
I'm totally not messing with my stream deck. Yeah. I already said what I'm doing. I'm in the clear. You guys.
Yeah, I'm speaking to
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting
the ball
rage.
crew.
I go up to the thing and I go, code PHN.
Yeah, I got
Check
what you
out.
need. I got you.
Mira has an energy drink. Not a
Oh,
good
no.
day
The
for
one
her.
thing Mira did
Uh-oh.
not need.
Unattended
I'm
heroes
scared.
will be given an energy drink and taught how to swear.
She just immediately takes a sip, swears, and punches a hole in the nearest wall.
Ugh, and I think you mean wizard student.
They're just turning into a Kyle.
God.
I wouldn't mind playing some chess. Very, very good at it.
Yeah, you can certainly challenge people to some chess. You can see the pieces are animated, and there's like a mix of these kind of warrior pieces and spellcaster pieces, and the spellcaster pieces and the archers are fully firing projectiles at each other. You see the pieces kind of getting smashed as they're taken, And then when a game is finished, they just reassemble and rearrange themselves back in the neat rows on each side of the board. But you can certainly challenge someone if you would like. You can take a seat at one of the wizard chess tables. There is currently a seat available opposite an Aarakocra. He's wearing kind of like
Jonathan.
long green, just classic wizard student robe vibe. And he's got like a masquerade mask, but you can see he very clearly has had to like modify it himself for his beak. And it just kind of like superhero style covers just his eyes.
All right, he will sit across from the gentleman. Greetings. Fancy a game?
Good day. Of course. I am quite fond of a game or two of Wizard's Chess. Have you played before?
Oh, yes, many more times than I can count, and I can count very high.
Excellent. Are we playing for fun or for stakes?
Ooh, why don't we see how we do playing for fun, and then perhaps stakes can be involved.
Very well. And he kind of like snaps his fingers, and the pieces that had broken reassemble and start rearranging themselves on the board. As the challenger, I will allow you to make the first move, should you so choose.
Chester takes a piece and moves it to what's clearly an illegal move because he's actually playing checkers. He doesn't realize that this is not checkers. He just saw the checkered board.
Are you playing Dr. Disrespect?
The Aarakocra. Sorry. I do believe you can't actually make that move. I'm afraid.
Oh. All right, well. I've played wizard checkers plenty of times and have made that similar
sorry,
move.
This is chess.
Yeah, checkers. You got
Very
strange
different
accent,
things,
by the
very
way.
different set of rules.
Oh, I see. All right. Well. And he frustrates this Aarakocra until he gives up.
Absolutely. And it takes an amusing amount of time as Chester is just infuriating this Aarakocra, who's very clearly trying to not let it get to him, but at a certain point he's like starting to pluck out feathers from how anxious he's getting, before eventually just slamming his hands on the table. And he's like, this is not how the game is played, and I will not sit here and continue to be ridiculed. I'm getting a drink.
So you forfeit?
Yes, I forfeit.
Storms
Storms away.
On, yes. Undefeated.
1-0, baby.
Yeah.
Still technically undefeated.
Yeah.
Cool. What are Mira and Warden doing while Chester's playing some wizard chess? Are you watching, or are you doing something else?
I will get my fortune told.
Okay.
Yeah, Warden defeated his backstory bad guy. He's not really sure who he is right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to think about, like, he's not really sure where he wants to go.
Okay.
Kind of bringing in some uncertainty. Wants a little bit of clarity from a trained professional.
Absolutely.
So,
cool. You head over, and it's you've seen people kind of wearing these class robes and school robes, and this is very clearly like one of the like upperclassmen, effectively, like one of the higher level students, but still very much a student at the floating Citadel. But they have like this kind of divination school insignia. And you sit down across from them. There is this tablecloth kind of spread across the table. It's kind of like a deep purple with stars, moons, a couple of black cats here and there. Very, very nice and stereotypical. Large crystal ball in the center that's mostly there to stop the tablecloth being knocked off by accident.
I mean, like, you know, I know it's like kind of stereotypical, but it's like if you go into the doctor's office and it doesn't smell like hospital, and they don't have like the bed with like the paper that pulls out, it would be
then
weird.
You kind of don't trust.
So like,
yeah,
exactly. So this,
And it doesn't feel like a doctor's office if it doesn't.
it wouldn't feel like a doctor's office, you know.
What doctor were you going to?
Well, that's what I mean, though.
I don't think that was a doctor. I think that was a drug trafficker.
What?
What?
But yeah, you sit down across from her, and it's looks to be oh god, what are they called? Air Ganassi. That's what they're called. You can see like she's got kind of short-ish cropped hair that's just like blowing gently as if there is a breeze, but you can't feel any wind. But again, Warden's probably met a few of these.
It's so funny being like an Air Ganassi maid and hearing that explained to me from the other side of the table.
Yeah, you guys have come across all sorts of races as well by now. So it's not uncommon. You've seen fire Ganassi where like the hair looks like it's on fire. You've seen plenty of this going on. So Warden isn't necessarily completely surprised, and clearly Ethan is not.
Ethan is actually quite tickled you said that.
Ethan mains Air Ganassis, so.
Well, Warden's a cyborg, so.
Warden's something.
But yeah, you sit down across from them and you see they pull out a deck of tarot cards, effectively. And she, hello, how is it that I can assist you?
I understand that you can commune with the future.
In a manner
and
of
describe,
speaking.
and you can elucidate the path forward.
Well, that is what I'm training to do. Hopefully, that is something I will be able to do for you, yes.
Perfect. I need some of that, please.
Very well. If I may, to help me sort of focus in, for lack of a better word, is there anything specific you are looking for? Some guidance on a particular direction?
Well, you see, I didn't even think this far ahead.
That's okay, take your time.
I know, like, you can kind of, like, choose the path. Maybe, like, will I get married?
She smiles. That is a perfect first question to help us start focusing in on some of these things. And you see she flips over a few of the cards. From what I can see here, you will die a fucking no. You will not be an incel.
No!
It's another one.
Go to the next one. From what these cards are telling me so far, if this is a path that you wish for your future, I can see there are those around you who have deep affection for you.
Oh.
Whether that be platonic, perhaps, but certainly, as far as the cards are telling me, there is no reason why, if this is not something you are hoping for, it is not something you could achieve. Of course, if you were asking because you don't want to get married, I'm very sorry.
Friend zoned yet again.
I actually have a boyfriend.
Well.
You missed my laugh, and I'm so sorry. I like scream laughed. It was very funny.
Okay. What about the fate of my home? Will they ever recover from what happened?
She flips a few more cards over. And you can see the names of these tarot cards as well as they are being put down. And you see she kind of tilts her head slightly and... Well, I can see here this card in the middle, and she kind of slides it towards you. The tower has come up reversed.
Shut up. I hate you.
I would interpret from this reading, from what I can see, there has been a significant darkness and ruin brought to your home. That is generally what this card would represent, but these ones, and she kind of slides forward, the stars and the lovers, there's hope to come. These would speak to a renewal. I can divine that there has been a shift in the power. People you know and trust have been put forward, and they are doing everything they can to change. And I can see that whilst this ruin was widespread throughout your home, what I'm picking up from this divination is that perhaps the corruption was not as deep set as many had put forth. I'm seeing that a card that often represents false promises, but in this scenario, in this layout, how it has presented to us now, it's more of a lie that they have told to keep themselves safe. And perhaps they no longer need to be telling that lie. And I would imagine your home may well be able to regain its strength.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe not
Am I a
by
good
campaign
person?
3, though, because I hear that's in a completely different place.
Rough.
Well, he won't be in Sands of Syldaris too.
Maybe give it to, like, campaign 4. Then we'll be back in the right place. And we'll see what happened. Unless we go back in time for that one. That would be fun.
Oh, that would be fun.
Are there any other questions that you had for me? Any other fortunes that you wish to know?
Am I a good person?
She gathers the cards back together, shuffles them, deals them out again. I can see, again, similar to your home, there has been darkness has touched you, but... And she kind of looks very discerningly towards you. It doesn't seem to have been of your own volition. What I am divining from you specifically is someone who has been through great pain and has had to act in certain manners in order to survive and in order to right these wrongs that I'm seeing connected to your home. A lot of divination magic isn't just seeing the future. We can also divine aspects of a person's being. In a similar way to how we can divine magic around a specific object, we can see it as a visible aura. I can see yours is good. I do not see evil inside you.
Thank you. I needed a little bit of affirmation, I think.
Excellent. And thank you for sharing a lot of this with me, but a lot of people also don't often realize when they ask these sorts of questions, especially to those genuinely versed in divination magic. We will often gain quite deep insights into these sorts of things, and it can be quite invasive. I apologize if I have dug too deep or pressed too hard.
Well, must be. I asked for this. I knew the risk. Warren did not know the risk.
My feelings are hurt.
No,
I hurt my own feelings, says Warden.
Is that everything you wish to know?
I believe so.
Very well. Enjoy the rest of the ball.
Thank you for your wisdom.
That's quite all right.
Do you need a drink or anything while you're in here?
I'm good, thank you. The
Oh, that
unseen
was so
servants
sweet.
often bring refreshments to us, so I'm quite topped up for the time being, but I do appreciate the offer.
Okay.
Warden's such a
Warden
nice
just-
guy.
Warren just mums. He's always a nice guy. He doesn't get the girl. Warden puts on his fedora. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Over
as
the
he
top
leaves,
of
he
the
just kind
helmet.
of,
Jeez Louise.
as he leaves, under his breath, he's like, "This is such a bougie college, man. So it's crazy." Yeah.
Is Mira doing anything then while these two are off doing their thing?
She's been on the outlook for like nerds that might be mean to her because she's stupid.
No, you beat most of them up.
Yeah, if any of them appear, she's willing to throw down. However, it does not seem like any of them are appearing. So I think she's just enjoying some non-alcoholic punch, perhaps provided by Wraith Energy.
Absolutely. Tropical punch.
There we go.
It's a flavor on the website.
It's a flavor.
Tastes like a
yeah.
pina colada.
Oh, I love that.
It's awesome.
I love pina
Might
coladas.
have berries in it though, so do double
Yeah,
check.
I think there's like one that doesn't. I don't know. It's very expensive shipping to the US, so.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk to them about that. We'll see.
I mean, it's like $30. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
it's a little bit much for me, but that's okay.
So, is there anything else anyone wanted to do at the ball?
I don't know.
There is one more stall that gets kind of set up towards the end of the ball. And I know I'm probably going to regret it, but it's cool and it's fun. You see as they kind of set it up, 5 gold pieces per draw. Take your chances, draw from the deck of many things.
Oh no! No!
Mm,
No! I'm gonna have to pull. I as a player am pulling Mira away from this. It could kill her.
Well,
I might
first
have
let me
only
ask.
left the nice ones.
I was gonna say, as a out of game above table, are you completely randomizing this, or have you made selections
I've made
that
selections.
you were prepared to deal with?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good
Then-
question, Lindsay. That's why we keep Lindsay around. It's not the only reason, but it's one of the many reasons.
Can Lil Linger fly over with Rip carrying 5 gold pieces and pull a card for Linger?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mira watches this and she's like, I have to go over there. They need a supervisor. They need an adult.
Chester was already reaching in his pocket when he sees
Yeah.
it.
Whatever happens still actually happens to Linger. This isn't me trying to like work
no,
around
absolutely.
that.
It's just because
God.
Linda's not in the room.
Right.
Doing this.
Well, that's why I wanted to confirm, because like some DMs are under the assumption, even though it explains it when you get the deck, that you just put the whole thing out there and what happens happens. But that's how you ruin your campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So as long
I
as
actually got like a file offline that was like the deck of a moderate number of things, and
Nice.
Yeah.
it's like it's all just like
Good.
middle of the road stuff. Yeah, I'll have to find it and I'll
I
put
also
it in
have a
the
D100 one that's like deck of even more things.
yeah, and it's
Um,
okay to have those
yes.
campaign like those really disruptive things in there. You just have to be prepared for them.
Yes.
Is the thing?
So, little Linger and Rip head over first.
Yes.
And there is this very large, very burly Goliath man with a very, very coiled moustache. Kind of
Um,
reclining back in a rocking chair with his arms crossed. Very simple table out in front of him, and just this leather satchel, effectively, that just contains the deck. And as they both come over, he... Oh, well, aren't you a charming little pair? Are you here to draw cards?
So canonically, little Linger sounds just like Tinkerbell. So it's just little bell sounds, but they're affirmative bell
Which he
sounds.
intrinsically understands.
Exactly.
Chester, if he's standing there, that means yes. Having dealt for a little while
Yes,
now, he
absolutely.
can translate a little bit.
Everyone speaks at least conversational bell at this point.
Yes. Everyone speaks conversational bell and Rip.
Yeah.
Very well. How many cards would you like to draw? It's 5 gold a draw.
They'll start with 1. She chimes for 1.
Very
That
well.
means 1.
Rip sets down like with a big shrug the 5 gold pieces.
He flips open the case to the deck. When you are ready, select a card and draw. So, Lindsay, if you would like to roll a d12 for me.
Oh my god.
I do.
Because we never get to use d12s, so it's so much
I'm
fun.
so scared.
A 9.
A 9. Excellent. Mura gets encased in a gem. On a 9, it's only a bad effect, and it happens only to Mura.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, weird. I didn't know that one was in the book of many things.
Oh god, I should have remembered to also bring up a description of the cards, right? Card descriptions, because it's nice to describe what they look like. Here we go.
This
Let's-
music is like wildly
It's the ball music.
I think it's wild for the fact that we're like touching the deck of many things.
Uh-huh. Why can't I just find this one card? Images. Fuck me, man. I just want one card.
Yes,
there's a
it's
deck of a reasonable number of things. Cool.
Yes, that's the deck of a reasonable number of things. There's also from behind the DM screen the deck of decks
Nice.
list. So there's currently 30 decks on here, including the deck of some homebrew things,
Yeah.
Nice.
the deck of mundane things, the deck of less extreme things,
So,
the deck of silly things.
is it Little Linger drawing the card then because Rip was holding the money?
Yes.
Cool. So Little Linger struggles a little bit, but eventually yanks free a card with a little shower of sparkles. And you can see it's this kind of plain, kind of straw-colored background with a red border. And the image on the card is this kind of red cloaked figure with a silhouette of someone in meditation in front of them, and the word vizier written on the card. So
I'm
the
so
question
scared.
is, do you immediately know what the card does? I mean, I guess it's fun if you do know, right?
Wouldn't be much of a game at a ball if you didn't.
So
Yeah.
I will send it directly to Lindsay because
All right.
it's fun for you guys to know what cards you drew. If it doesn't have an immediate, obvious effect.
Oh.
And you may keep that card until you use its power. Another copy will simply appear in the deck for me.
Little Linger spins in the air and then starts to drag the card off and has to get Rip to help her. So they've got it over their heads and they're marching away. They're gonna
Oh
get
my
taken,
god,
Mom.
that's so cute.
That is adorable. And what about you, good sir?
Yes,
Are you
here's my
also
10 gold.
interested? 10 gold, did you say?
I did.
He's doing two?
Very well. So roll 1d12 first for me, then we'll do them one by one. Just to keep my brain a little bit easier.
3.
3.
Do you want the other one now, or?
Yeah, might as well, while I'm having a look for the 3.
6.
Cool. So, the first card is slightly more... Oh no, it is pretty similar design. Okay. Can you just fucking show me the design? Oh my god. View full set. Thank you. That's what I needed. Cool. So this one, again, is pretty similar design. This kind of like straw-colored background, the red border. You can see there are... It seems to be 2 goblets pouring some sort of liquid on top of what appears to be a sand timer, and the word fates written beneath it. So, Chester's first card, because of course Chester ends up with this. And Chester, as you kind of turn the card over to have a look, you can see there is a single tally mark visible on your wrist. And with a 6...
Jesus, that is a lot of power.
Six.
I'll try not to screw you too much with that one. Jesus.
Yep. It's fine.
That's I feel like that's a I'll talk to you beforehand one.
It's fine. With a 6, you pull the card. It is, again, that same design. And it almost looks like there is this rip in the card through which you can see a single floating gem and the word gem written at the bottom of the card, as the card suddenly ignites in a shower of sparks that just kind of rain down to Chester's feet. And at Chester's feet, 50 gems worth 1,000 gold pieces each suddenly appear.
Wow.
Jackpot.
I'm rich.
We're rich.
Please do not immediately spend that on cards. It can only end badly. That's happened once before.
I will take all of the cards. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you, kind Poison. I hope you have a good day, as I'm now incredibly rich and powerful.
And you. Enjoy your newfound power and wealth. Is anyone else heading over to the cards as you as
We're due
Mira
for
just
a bad
turns and looks
one.
and sees Chester
We are
scoop
due-
up gems?
We are due for a bad one, which I guess means I have to go.
Yeah, it
So, yeah, Mira will do one with perhaps maybe more, but just one to start.
Okay.
I'm so scared. They're just gonna ruin my life. I hand over 5 gold.
I love how I'm scrolling through the list as if you had actually rolled. You haven't rolled yet.
I haven't. I'm
Roll
very
a D12
nervous.
for me, please.
Oh, I can't look. Oh my god, it's a 1.
Cool.
Don't say that. Don't say
Your
it like
intelligence is reduced. No.
that. That's so mean.
Imagine Mira getting the idiot card. How the
I really
turntables.
Haha, you can't make me any stupider than I already am. Oh man. Oh jeez.
Cool. So,
The way
Yeah.
you said that does not seem like it's cool.
you pull this card, and again you see this straw-colored background, the red border. You see this misshapen pile, atop which is sat this silhouetted figure with these large wings, a large spiked trident, and a large horned helmet with a star in between the helmet, and the word flames written at the bottom of the card.
Interesting.
Which immediately catches fire. And burns down before you even have a second to register what's happening. And Mura, you can see an image of the card has been burnt into your wrist.
No! I didn't want a tattoo. I just got the tattoo from the armor. I didn't want another one. Damn. Well, this isn't. Oh, great.
I could have kept it secret, but it's funny to send it to you.
Oh, this is really not good. Mira doesn't know
Mura doesn't know.
yet. Well, Mira doesn't know, so she'll do it again.
Are you sure? Says the Goliath.
Yeah,
Very well. You may
we
pick
were
again.
we were due for a bad one, as they said. Oh my god. Okay. An 8.
An 8. Where is it gone?
Me. I'm gonna die. You're just gonna die.
So this card, there is another kind of similar star at the top of this card, and an image of flames again in the center
God
of the
damn
card.
it.
But here, rather than this imposing devilish figure, you see what appears to be a silhouette of a person, a robed figure, shaking hands with a silhouette of this armored figure. The Goliath kind of chuckles and, interesting. We'll see how that plays out.
What?
And that card says Knight at the bottom of it. That's Knight with a K.
Yeah.
So just so you're prepared, after Warden goes, I'll send the 2 back since everybody seems to be doing 2 cards, just so we're all on a 2 card.
You don't have to do 2 cards. It was just
No,
Chester
it'd be
and
fun.
Laura wanted to.
Yeah, well,
Oh God.
I'll take another gamble. Why not?
Okay.
But after Ethan gets to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go up.
I'm done.
Okay.
Welcome to the works of Miura.
That is so true, honestly.
Cool.
All right. Let's roll this
Drop the
dice.
gold and roll a d12.
How much was it again?
5 gold.
It. I go. Minus 5.
Oh, this is so stupid.
That's an 8.
That is
Did we all roll something
8.
different?
no,
Well,
Oh, okay.
Warden wrote the same thing
but
as
I
me.
have contingencies for these things happening, don't
Um,
let's have a little look at what Warden
A little
gets.
Luke.
Bear with me a moment. I need to
No.
look something else up for this.
Uh-oh.
So, Warden,
Yeah.
you pull out a card. Oh, wait. I have it in Shard. I don't even need to look through my PDFs. I've got it in Shard. Oh, God. What a prepared person I am.
Prepared person.
Prepared person.
Are you making fun of my accent, Lindsay?
I was.
I mean, you were just Scottish there for a second. too,
Don't make me
so-
go even more British, because I can go lower.
God,
Oh, low.
I don't know
it
what
sounds
that
like you're about to
means,
criticize
but
my crepes.
You sounded like you were about to be that dude in the TikTok that's like, Americans, it's not croissant, it's croissant.
Croissant.
croissant. Croissant.
Croissant.
I want them crescent rolls.
You got them Pillsbury's?
Yeah, love them. Love them.
Oh my God. Well, Mitch is doing this, Lindsay. Oh, never mind. Cut off.
I'm sorry, you can, while
No,
I'm
no.
looking for the card as well.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Lindsay, I had a crazy dream. I don't know what was happening in it, but I ran outside in my dream and I had no shoes on. And I remember talking to somebody and I was like, "Are you really Southern if you go outside with your shoes on?" And that was it. Like, it was so stupid. I don't know what's going on. I was talking to some other lady and she's like, "You're not," and I was like, "That's right."
Yep. Gotta have your shoes off.
I don't know what kind of stress dream that was, but
So, Warden, you pull your card.
Yes.
Same background and border as the others. And you can see an arm and a fist clutching a large key with the word key written on the bottom. And as you stare at the card,
Oh, it's
Oh,
still
it
placed.
no.
starts to glow and the shape begins to change into a longsword.
Oh.
what? Cool.
Because why wouldn't Warden get more weapons?
Right?
yeah.
Warden's
Oh,
like
boy.
slowly.
Funny.
Another longsword you guys shouldn't have.
It's like when you have that friend that you're like, well, they really like this thing, so we should get them that. But that's what everybody thought. So then you end up going to Christmas, and this person has like 12 longswords now.
It is now in your inventory, Warden.
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Let's see this.
Oh shit!
Oh, it's a flame tongue. Ooh.
Ooh, you don't have that kind of longsword.
You guys, I needed this one!
They've been sold out for years.
It completes the collection.
No one ever gets their hands on this one, guys.
You don't understand how lucky I am.
So many DMs don't like giving people a flame tongue, and I don't understand why. It's just 2d6
either.
fire damage, and so many things resist fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone wants a flame tongue, give them a flame tongue.
Yeah.
And then give them
I've
the
seen-
sword.
I've seen less flame tongues and more vorpals, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro.
Vorpals more dangerous. Yeah.
right?
Or DM
This is the
mining.
thing, it said
Yeah.
DM chooses, and I was like, could give him a Vorpal sword, but I don't want to.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give him one later. He will get one, probably, because
Wait,
it's fun.
Oh no, I have an adamantine scimitar. That's what that
Yes.
was.
Now you have a flamey one too.
Yeah, so now you can
Ooh.
shout flame on before you hit stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, Johnny Storm.
What was it?
Johnny Storm.
What was
my
it
hero.
that Aang said in Avatar? Flameo, hot man. or something like
Yes, Flameo Hot Man.
that? Yeah.
Oh
So
my
let me
god, what a
see.
big
I haven't-
show.
Adamantine scimitar of the storm. We got a
Warden is the
dagger,
avatar.
flame tongue, great sword. I got my brother's great sword, snake-headed whip, crossbow,
Damn.
caltrops.
It's like
Like-
The Witcher, but instead of 2 swords, he's just got like 7 swords sheathed along his
Why
back
do I
and a rifle.
feel like
It's like a
Warden-
peacock of.
I was gonna say it's like Bender, where you like open up the middle part,
I
and you
got
just start
swords for
pulling
days.
things.
You want
got
swords? I got swords.
One kills
I
men.
got a whip.
The
You
other
want a
one
whip? I
kills
got a whip.
monsters. Another one kills men from farther distance away. Another one kills monsters from a more medium distance away. Another one just kind of kills anything. Another one,
sets
just a
people
gun.
on fire.
honestly, I don't know what this one does. To be completely honest with you.
Don't know where I got it.
This one's a lightsaber.
Oh my god, that was a good lightsaber noise.
Thank you. Cool. You guys doing anything else? Do you want any more cards?
You doing another
I'm happy
one,
with unlimited wealth and power.
Warden? Are you doing 2 or just 1?
He's debating hard.
He really is.
I'll scrunch in my face. I'll get we've all amount of points from
Yeah, might as well.
Alright.
Is that how we're doing it?
Oh,
Yeah, let's do it.
I guess.
It's like I already like lucked out, so this is just gambling addiction at this point.
I feel like Mira has to go until money, right?
A 5.
5.
This has to be good, right? No one's gotten a 5 yet.
You pull a
Oh no.
card.
Oh no, he smiled.
Oh,
It's the picture on this
no.
one. Like, why is
damn
this the
smile.
picture on the card? I like the person who has made these arts. And I will send them to the mid-session chat in a second. I've been using it as a reference. Actually, I'll just send it right now. It's a really cool set of art for each deck of many thing card that someone made. So the card you pull out.
Oh, this is really cool, yeah.
The card you pull out, Warden, has the same background as the others. Naturally. And you can see there is this imposing winged and horned figure in the
Oh, no.
background. And in the foreground is the silhouette of a person who appears to have multiple swords, funnily enough,
Oh, what?
stabbed through their back.
Oh.
So I see a person with swords in their back.
And it says, rogue.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, Mira kind of has horns. Maybe she's
Stabbing you? Oh my god.
or Linger. Maybe it's Linger. Maybe Linger is supporting your sword habit by cheering you on in the background. And you're actually not being stabbed. You're just bending over to pick up another sword, and those swords are just mounted in the air. So it just
Maybe
looks like you're being...
Maybe that's Rip's true form.
Cool.
Oh, he's on a different card.
Why did you sound like that when you said that, Mitch?
Nothing seems to happen.
Oh.
And Warden,
Oh.
you can see in almost exactly the same location as Mura, the card has appeared on the wrist of your armor.
Well, you got a tattoo too.
So does this mean like roll again, or?
No, unfortunately not. Unless you were to pay and draw another card.
So, but it's not like dangerous though. You took all the dangerous ones beforehand, right?
Why would I do that?
Uh,
I mean, I took out some of the really, really bad ones, but it wouldn't be quite so entertaining a game if we had all of the bad ones removed, now would it?
yeah, I guess that's fair.
Mm.
Oh well.
Well,
All right. Well,
from what I have seen, Narmexes smiles upon you all today.
Rip returneth with 5 gold when we're
Another
ready.
5 gold, excellent. Another card for you. You would also know as well, from what he just said, not usually discussed a huge amount, but Narmexes is the name of the goddess of chaos in my world.
Oh, good. Good, great.
Who has
Fantastic.
just smiled upon you all. Cool, so another D12 then, please.
Yeah, I got a 5. Do you want me to re-roll it since you've already gotten a 5?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
We have ways of dealing with these.
I just sort of figure you shuffle all of them every time.
Basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
wow.
What did Lindsay get? She probably got something.
Indeed. An interesting one for Linga to have. Is that card even here? It's not. Oh no.
Oh no.
The preview of all the
Make it
cards that you would have to buy doesn't show up. Wow. Why would they not just give away all their art for free? What a terrible person.
How dare
To be
they?
fair, I'm not like reselling it or anything. I'm just using it as a reference for some art for the cards. But yes, you pull your card, and it is, again, that straw-colored background, the red border, and you can see it looks to be like a silhouette of a keep in the background with, in the foreground, a lovely, rather adorned throne, and the word throne written at the bottom. And I will send this one.
I know this one.
I don't really have any of them memorized, so I don't really know what they are off the.
I am more sneaky now. Is that what the rogue can be?
Oh, fun.
Or is someone else trying to steal something from me?
I feel like I want to do another one.
That's fun.
I have gambling tendencies.
Mirror against another
We are
addiction.
starting to run out of cards.
How many cards you got left, buddy?
4.
At this point, I'll warn you, mostly the bad ones.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We've done well. All right.
Let's
Let
be
me
real.
add-
I'm gonna be real with you. It's mostly bad.
You got to quit while you're ahead in a situation
not
like
ahead.
this.
Exactly.
See, I didn't quit while I'm ahead. Now I got this is thumb tattoo.
Yes, that's
I got-
all.
I got that dumb tattoo too, but then I did something else and nothing happened.
Yet.
Yet.
So are you guys leaving the stall then?
Mira looks and she's like, how bad are they? Like, are they going to ruin my life more than I already have?
Would you say you could afford to get any dumber than you are currently?
I don't know. Wonder. I think
because that one is probably still in there somewhere. Other than that, you could lose things important to you. You could become a whole different person, frankly.
Oh, wow. That would be wild.
Yeah, imagine Mira just suddenly becoming like lawful evil.
I don't want to.
Can't lie, after the reshuffle, we were close to getting Evil Warden.
Mira, I'll give you 100 gold right now to stop.
Okay. I'll take it. Jeez.
I'm so wealthy right now, 100 gold.
It doesn't even matter.
Here you are.
And as this is happening, and as you are making your way away from the
Thank
store, you hear, "Did someone say wealthy?"
Get away, you fucking nerd!
And as you say this, Mura, the doors to the Hall of Levity fly open. You can all hear rustling, clanging, similar sounds to when Warden is running. And you just hear across the room, "You stay away from her, you heathen!" As this kind of looks to be halfling-sized individual in full plate mail comes sprinting across the floor, pulls out a rapier, and "I will kill you where you stand if you lay a hand on her."
Where did you come from?
"I have always been here, my lady. I live to serve." And he just takes a knee in front of Mura and offers up his sword.
If I had a nickel for every time something like this happened to me in a game, I'd have 2 nickels.
Oh, it has? You're not joking?
No,
Okay.
I haven't pulled this card, but one of my characters did have actually one of Ethan's, like a little goblet of Ethan's did this.
Yeah.
She started a religion by accident in that game, so...
Amazing.
It happens.
He's got that kind of like peaked visor with just the slit for the eyes. You see as he slides the visor up. I'm sure Ethan will tell us momentarily what the name of that helmet actually is.
I guess armament maybe.
Probably.
Hold on, I'll find a selection for you. Don't worry.
And it is a halfling man with big bushy moustache that kind of like hides a fair amount of his mouth. Just these big round blue eyes staring up at Mura like anime style.
Hi, I'm Mura.
Of course, I know you, Lady Mura.
What?
I live to serve.
Oh. I look back at the dude with the cards, and then I look back at him, and I'm like, oh, this is...
The guy just smiles and nods.
Oh. Well, thanks. I'm good, though. Like...
Oh, wait, apologies. Same race as you, so he's not a
hex blood?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen another hex blood.
No. I missed the part where it specified same race as you. That's equally as funny.
No, that's so weird. Oh, wow.
Let's have a look at the Hexbloods, see what's going on with them, and I will re-describe
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you see as he lifts up the visor, you can see like a similar wreath around his forehead. So the helmet's
Let me know when you
clearly
have a
kind of
second.
like sized and shaped enough that it fits comfortably around it. But where yours has kind of like
Let me know when you have a second.
fruits and antlers and cute stuff.
Ignore that roll.
I see.
I'm just trying to put this card in.
If you can't figure it out, I should be able to do it in a second.
I've got the card in, but I don't know how to make it give me. It says it
I should
doubles
be
your
able to do that for
proficiency,
you. Yeah. I'll
but
do
I
that in
can't
a
figure
second.
out how to. Expertise is what I need.
You can do it as an item attribute. So if you've
Yeah.
added the card as an item, there should be a thing for
Yeah.
it.
Well, there's a thing to add it as well. You go ahead.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we'll. Come back.
There's a weird way of doing it. But yeah, you can see rather than like the fruit and stuff that you have in yours, his is like a crown of thorns that have like almost seems like the thorns have dug in so deep they're now just fused with his head effectively.
Whoa.
That's cool.
That's real cool.
Yes. Thank you.
How do you
he
know about me?
stands back up and kind of slides up next to you. I was summoned to your aid by the card that you drew.
Andy.
Interesting.
And he kind of
What's,
like puts himself in between you and the student. Is this man bothering you, my lady? I shall escort him out.
Yeah, he is.
Come here, you little shit! It just like tackles him and starts wrestling him out of the ball.
Wow.
Well, he seems like a nice guy, you know. I guess, is he here for the long haul? Good night.
So
I
he
guess
dies.
so. Until he does.
Well,
Till he dies.
Yeah.
All right.
but it does exactly what I do.
But better.
Yeah, but he's good.
He doesn't
He's got a different
remotely do
face.
it better.
No.
He's a
top left.
baby.
The first picture is what I was picturing in my head.
It's an Italian armet.
There you go.
Not too dissimilar to Warden's, except his is like has a T-shaped visor.
Wow, Warden's like, what the fuck, this guy? I hate this fucking dude, says Warden.
But yeah, he is. We'll leave him at halfling size. That's funny. He's still halfling height. There's nothing that says a hexblood can't be halfling height.
Oh
That I
my
They
saw.
can absolutely. No, they can be any race.
There you
Like
go.
a starting race. Yeah. They
Ah,
start
fair enough.
as something else and then they become
Cool.
what they
So he's
are.
a halfling hexblood. Job done.
Yep.
Yeah, like Mira
Whoa.
started as something else.
He's
Who
almost,
knows what that is?
he's almost
I'm
like a
gonna
mini
guess-
me.
He is like a mini you.
Adorable. You had a baby.
I sprung forth from Warden.
This
After you were worried about marriage, you've already got a kid, man. Look at this child.
But yeah, you watch as he escorts the wizard rather violently out of the, the Hall of Levity before running straight back in. It is done, my lady.
I missed. Did he already give his name? And if not, can it be Morden?
He did not.
So that
My name is
we was
Morden.
flipped up. So, yeah.
We're done.
You can see on my helmet there is an M, whereas on Warden's there is a W. That's the difference between us. I also go wah.
Would it Warden go what?
Yeah, I should.
He should, yes.
So,
Once again,
it's a W
Ethan's
for
like,
Wumbo.
Ethan's like, once again, I've become the joke. You got a flame tongue, my dude. Oh no.
So what would you guys like to do?
What? Oh my god. Mira's like, you just here for a while? Or
I am here to give my life in your service should the need arise, my lady.
Ooh. Yeah, very handy.
Yeah, that's really nice.
However,
I
I
am-
am only level 4, so please do take it easy on me. I am but a baby.
precious. So just so you all know, while this is playing out and Linger's watching it through her drones, because she is alone, she is cracking the fuck up. She's like on the floor, just laughing.
Oh, fuck me.
So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know the night card, now that it's revealed itself, you gain the service of a 4th level fighter who appears in a space within 30 feet of you. Fighter is of the same race as you and serves you loyally until death, believing the fates have drawn him or her to you. You control this character.
Oh, I can. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Make me a sheet, bitch. I got a 4th level fighter to make.
Yeah. I was going to add because you can add creature companions. I should be able to add a creature companion and just add a 4th level fighter, I think.
That'd be cool.
Cool. So, what would you guys like to do as the knight just kind of surveys the scene? Can I get you any refreshments, my lady?
Oh yeah, sure. That would be great. Maybe like I'm really into like punch, but not alcohol.
Immediately storms over to the punch bowl, pushes whoever was getting a drink at the moment out the way, and just starts filling up a cup for you and brings it back over.
Wow, he's very aggressive.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you. What'd you say?
Yeah, for real.
I have never wanted to draw someone in armor so bad in my life. I'm going to need reference pictures for this.
I will let Mura create the reference pictures.
Oh
and send them.
Lord.
What he
It is
had,
Mura's fighter.
he had thorns for his elder cross. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Okay.
A crown, a wreath of thorns.
So you've got little Jesus,
Oh
knight,
God.
halfling, Morden. Okay. Interesting choices were made, but here we are.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Trust
Don't
an
question it.
Englishman. Make it weird.
Cool.
Can we take a
So,
break?
Yes, we can. I was just about to say let's go for a break because it gives me time to do this stuff as well.
Yeah, I have a couple things I want to bug you about.
Cool.
Be quick.
That's fine. I will pee and add Hexblood, and then once I'm not Hexblood, add the fighter. It's just because I was clicking on Hexblood as I said that. Once I'm done, I will then have a look at Linger and see if you still need me to sort out the expertise. Because it's just like a little drop down that's like double proficiency or something like that. But I will sort that. It'll take me 30 seconds.
Okay.
We will be back in 10
guess
minutes. Goodbye. What?
I'll
Sorry?
make him a battle master, just like no, I'm joking. I
I'm
won't.
like,
Well,
yeah,
Everyone knows Champion's the best fighter.
really.
get out of here.
Everyone knows arcane archer.
Choke.
Cool.
Arcane
we
archer
will
shows up with a sword he
see
can't
you
use.
back here in 10 minutes.
Alrighty.
Goodbye.
What?
We're back. Hello. That was a very intense break for me. A lot of running around and then screwing around with character sheets, and now I'm creating a whole new character sheet.
It's my fault, but after selecting the bad card, I wanted to try to select a good card.
That's fair. Also, he's now proficient with dragon chess, so he can teach Chester chess.
Oh,
over
nice. Yes.
Man,
Oh Lord.
no problem solved.
Gordon's like, great, I guess I'm not fucking needed now.
It's like, well, I can play cards.
He's also got the feat Fuck Warden, specifically.
This fucking guy, I swear to God.
This guy!
This guy.
I think, speaking of Warden and Mira, they got switched around on their cameras.
Did they? How?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, this is awkward.
Let's fix that.
well, this
You
is
have to-
awkward.
You have to play it. Yes, Mira,
Done.
this is very
Fixed.
awkward. No,
Look
send
at
me
you.
back
I got
to
a guy.
Warden.
I got a guy.
And I have a new sword. It lights on fire. I have a Russian accent, even though I'm kind of Greek. The face you made at me was so funny.
So, what would you guys like to do? The ball is starting to wind down. You can see there are students starting to head off, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Or is there canoodling? How are my
decapitated?
Yes, fully decapitated. The deans,
My deans.
Are-
My babies.
Dean Star Whisper and Dean Vex, are both heading off somewhere together.
Oh my
Okay.
God. The
I'm not
teacher
going to follow
bro.
them. However, I will be writing. I'm so glad I didn't lose intelligence, so I still know how to write. I will
Okay.
later be. I'm going to ask my fighter to write a letter for me.
Yeah, is his intelligence more than Mira's?
I can make it so. I'm still doing his stats, I think.
You
Yeah,
know.
currently he has 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10. However many tens
Perfect.
it is.
I'm gonna write a letter to them later. Oh, I have to go
I'm gonna
see.
write a letter.
Yeah, we could always go talk to them now before they vamoose.
Oh no, it's fine because we have to go see Dean Leora Vex because she's gonna fix my brain. Remember?
Hmm.
I think it is
Well, not-
well.
Fix my brain, but like help with memory stuff. Man, this coffee's doing the Lord's work right now.
Yeah, what would you guys like to do then? You can, yeah, he has an intelligence of 14.
Yeah.
He's the second smartest member in this party now.
Fuck.
Thank God.
Linga's like, I know you came here by fate for Mura, but thank God you're here.
I actually think it was for Mira for me.
Has it been an hour?
Yes.
Okay. Well, since the party's winding down and people are leaving, Linger will make her way back to the group. While she was watching TV and attuning to the staff thing, she also did a quick little deep dive into debates 101. So she's brushed up a little bit.
She's ready to wreck somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. The card helps too, she guesses. Whatever.
Yeah, Linga's smart enough to work that out.
I fucking love Lindsay so much. I just want everyone to know that.
What that gave you expertise in something?
Persuasion.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's still not as good as, our charisma characters, but now she went from a 0 to an 8.
Jesus Christ!
Not bad.
That actually might be better than me. No, I have a +9. Sorry, it's not. So close, yet so far away.
Yeah, I got
and
a
we know
+12.
it's. I was gonna say it's definitely not better than Chester. No one is.
But at least she won't tank if she's by herself.
Yes. No, that's very nice.
That's good.
actually.
That is actually really good.
So yeah, she'll.
I don't know how to assign him to you.
Well, you used to be able to check everybody's stuff. Now they're all locked. I don't like that.
Yeah, what happened? I noticed that as well.
What happened, Shard?
I didn't think I did something on my side.
I
to
can
lock
undo
it.
that if you want.
Yeah,
That's
I like
just a
being
setting
able to
for DM settings. What, snoop on
Yeah.
everyone's character sheets?
Yeah, I would do it all the time.
Yeah.
There you go. You can now view but not modify all characters.
And also, it's just nice to be able to be like, "Ooh, Steph, go look at the shit he just gave me," and she can just do that without me having to be like, "Here's a screenshot. Here's a screenshot."
Does he appear in the list of characters? Because I have set him
No.
as friend. Shit.
What is his? I see inactive. Read only.
Not inactive.
No, that's a.
That's the one I
another-
use when I want to look at
Oh.
things.
Oh, I got you.
Well, I'll figure that out at some point.
It's not that important. Hopefully we will not be getting into any battle anytime soon.
I mean, who knows?
So. when you
He'll
guys-
die, Lindsay. We're level 10. And Mitch
So-
has already established him as very, very
Baby.
very baby. He is baby
I mean,
girl,
he's no
in
warden.
fact. Who could be? No one could be.
Yeah, you
warden.
did, right? He's not.
Yeah, no. But he's now Linger's default assistant in regards to
Anything
Mira.
dangerous.
No,
I love-
anything Mira. Like,
I
she
think-
needs a letter written? Okay.
I can't
Martin,
be fucked.
Martin, come here and help.
Martin.
Take notes. Martin.
You, whatever the fuck your name is. You work for her, but she works for me, says Linger. I'm her fucking boss, okay? So that makes you my employee as well.
Pretty much.
Would y'all mind terribly if we stop the various deans before they vamoose for the night, and we can just
Yeah,
have
so everyone's still kind of gathered around, starting to dissipate.
Oh, yeah, you
get
gotta
the
do your
sense
thing.
Oh,
I gotta do my thing.
The deans will be here for a while, just to kind of say goodbye to all the students and stuff. So you can easily go and catch the deans.
Sorry.
Okay, so maybe
sorry I
Linger's
forgot
not there
about your
yet.
thing. Sorry, I forgot about your thing, Chester.
Yeah, I planned a thing. I say in character, even though out of character, I wrote a thing.
Yes, let's go get them. Mira will head that way. She looks at possible Mordant. We don't know what his name is.
You know what? We'll just rewind before everybody starts running away.
Yeah.
Before the night is over.
Before
Before,
the night is
Linger has
Yes.
rejoined.
Yes.
Spotlight
Let's
on,
do your
on Chester.
Let's do your thing, Chester.
Yeah, my thing.
Let's spotlight
It's
on
just
Chester.
talking to people. That's all. I just want to have a word with them. Is all. Excuse me, deans. Can we have a little word?
They all turn around and in unison say, "Yes, we are deans."
We are Legion. Oh,
yeah,
man.
so is it just the three of them that you'd been speaking to previously, or like all the deans? Minus the one that
Probably
you
just the
murdered?
ones that have known us now and known
Cool.
sort of how we've helped them and such.
Mhm.
And I did write this, so I'm not coming up with off the top of my head. I
I'm
should
so
say.
excited.
Deans, I'm sure you will understand that for reasons of safety and security, we cannot reveal our true selves, but I wish to do so now. I am Chester Fields, one of the 5 founding members of the world-renowned adventuring party ABBACADABRA. If you will allow me to introduce Mira. Never have I met anyone with such a heart of 24-karat gold. She would give you the shirt right off her back, and not just because there may actually be a few shirts on said back. I mean a sort of metaphorical shirt that demonstrates the kindness and charity that she exemplifies. Warden. Warden is the bravest person I have ever met, bar none. While he may be a man of few words, those words he does choose hit like a hammer on anvil. Fighting by his side has been a true honor, and despite the horse we face, I feel safe knowing he has my back. Linga is clearly the brains of the operation. Circumstances mean she is here via proxy right now, and he gestures at little Linger. But just know, none of us would be standing before you today were it not for her. Hiding behind that oh so vast intelligence is the very reason we have become players on the world stage. She is the reason we are badass. Rip, rip. While small in stature, they have a way of staring directly into your very soul. I think literally. If you are mean-spirited or evil, there's something about that stare that will make you very uncomfortable. It is a stare that has driven me to be a better person, so that now when I stare inward, I am more comfortable with what I see. I owe that feeling and so much more to these people standing before you. We are a brave band, also competent adventurers, dispensing aid, brilliance, resourcefulness, always. We are ABBACADABRA. And he bows.
Little Linger pauses, and so does Reb.
First things first,
Well,
take an inspiration.
Yes.
Second, just to slightly break from that for a second, I was very much enjoying the fact that Steph was in one corner of my screen crying whilst I was in the other corner of my screen snacking.
It's just a lot of shit. Like,
No, I know.
it
was really
like,
good. I loved it.
above
Thank you.
game. There's been like a lot of shit going on, like out, like in my real life, and I don't know. It's just like that really been a lot to me. I know that that's so like silly, but like it just, I needed something like that, and it really. Thank
It
you.
was fun to write, needless to say.
Especially
Sounded
since
fun
like
to write.
Mira is such a big part of me. The really, really dumb parts of me. Oh. Anyway, sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Yeah.
But there are people on the internet who would kick me off of their table if I cried. Mitch sent me a fucking tweet about it today. So wild.
Yeah, someone
If you
got
kick people
real
out of your
mad because people were suggesting that someone might want emotion in their games and not just walking into a dungeon, killing a dragon, getting the loot, and fucking off.
I'm gonna look directly at the camera. If you're a DM and you don't want people to cry and you don't want people to feel emotion during your games, fuck off. Get out. Unsubscribe.
Sure.
Leave.
Unless the whole team
Or-
want a dungeon crawler. But
No.
then also, like,
no.
there's
If
other
they do-
systems for that.
I highly recommend Dungeon Crawl Classics.
There's
Just do
other
that.
systems for that.
Get at it. I'm giving you the specific one. If you don't want tears or emotion, get
I'm
you
helping
that.
you, says Lindsay. I'm here to
Helping you,
fucking
helping
cry.
you.
I'm here to be sad. Okay.
Yeah.
And happy. Those were happy tears, honestly.
Good. Oh fuck! I keep pulling my fucking headphone wire.
Sorry, Midge.
Really hurts because they're in ear. So, the deans listen to Chester's speech before kind of turning to head dean Kin, who does that kind of respectful slight bow, and I certainly appreciate that there are many times where such discretion is warranted, advised, and very much desired. Rest assured, we bear no ill will towards you for it. You would have had your reasons, and were they nefarious, well, you wouldn't have helped us in the way that you have.
And that is why I felt I could trust you with this. We don't know each other well, but You seem like the sort who does good.
We do try our best.
How did you get that Blues Brothers thing? That's incredible.
He made it in
That's
Hero
Hero.
Forge.
I'm downloading that. That's going on my calendar next year. Let me just say that.
Hell yes! There you go, Ethan. You made the calendar. God,
I did it.
I'm still crying.
That's why you did it, right? Yeah. All right.
And the head dean says, "We do appreciate all of the hard work and help that you have put into the short time that you have all been here. We are aware of when people arrive and who they are. Or, well, myself specifically as the head of all of these shenanigans. We are aware that you have only been here a short time, and yet the help you have lent us has been invaluable. And we will remain in your debt for quite a while, I imagine. Hence, the free tuition, should anyone want it.
You have to have a certain intelligence level to attend school here, or just be
Not
like
with
adept
my
with magic.
scholarship, you don't.
Okay.
They're like a mandatory math class and do offer.
We can discuss that later.
Is
How
there
long
accommodations with people with dyscalculia?
When you're finished with saving people and you want to attend school, that's when we can discuss the specifics of your education.
Could we pass this on to our children if we wanted?
Absolutely.
Okay. Not that I ever plan on
A
having.
legacy scholarship? Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Um,
We did some good stuff here. Fuck me. Okay.
And you watch as they make their way back up to that balcony. They kind of place their hands on it before drawing out the wand again and placing it to the side of their throat just to amplify it. It's enough for this hall, but you also get as well from just kind of the power of the way it's amplified. You get the sense it's being amplified across the entire campus. As Head Dean Kin kind of clears their throat, the music level quietens down a little bit. Everyone turns to look, and they... Students, friends, faculty... It will likely have escaped your notice that whilst we have all been enjoying festivities and just generally having a nice time, there have been some evil works happening in the background of the floating citadel. One of our own deans, Dean Westmaris, it has been brought to my attention that he is not the man we believed him to be. And there was a deep-seated, deep-rooted corruption that has existed within these halls for an immense amount of time, perpetrated solely and entirely by this one man. He has lied to us. He has lured unsuspecting students into his domain and to their untimely demises with his promises of friendship, of power, of whatever else he may have promised them for his unscrupulous deeds. But whilst I stayed here to maintain the peace and order and ensure that all of you could continue to enjoy the Eclipse Ball in peace, a group of visiting heroes worked in the background And between them, we're able to uncover this corruption and bring Dean Westmaris to a much-deserved end. I'm sure many of you have probably interacted them in the brief time they have been here. But for those of you who do not know them, I am reliably informed that their group goes by the name ABBACADABRA.
Cheers sounds.
He said the thing.
Dang.
Should your path cross with any of them, I expect the utmost decorum. Many of you very likely owe them your lives this evening. There aren't many powers in this world that know what Dean Westmaris would have done had he been allowed to usurp the current deanship of the floating citadel and install himself as the head dean. We owe them more than we could put into words. But this was at least a good start. So, as you have your final drinks and raise your final cheers and say your goodbyes before heading off for the evening, I would like everyone, in every ball, on every campus, even if you are not attending one of our various Eclipse parties, to raise a drink in their honor and remember the name ABBACADABRA.
Fucking yo!
Yeah. Now we big time.
And you will hear a little, he's a dick.
Fuck,
Get him. Get him, Deans. Get him.
Get him!
Dick noises.
Morden, slap his nuts.
He does. Very hard.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Anything for
Worth
you,
it.
my lady.
This is too much power.
I'm here for it.
Well, you are, as of now, dismissed. Enjoy the rest of your festivities. And Deankin starts to make their way back down the stairs of that balcony. Kind of smiles and nods towards you guys. And you watch as Dean Starwhisper and Dean Vex wave their hands towards the images that you could see on the ceiling, and they start to change and show you guys fighting the magician.
Oh,
Amazing.
very cool. Chester can't take his eyes off it.
Who is that dashing bugbear?
How's like the framing and the cinematography? Is it like
Fantastic.
Wait. Are we fighting up there? Are they still depicted in their kiss outfits, or like?
I imagine Chester would have told
Okay.
the deans exactly how you wish to be known and remembered, because that's something Chester thinks of.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
You gotta
He'd
get
have
like
been
the
like,
one.
this is just for the masquerade, by the way.
Okay.
This is our normal get up. This would totally ruin our branding.
Yeah, we can't ruin our branding.
You need that one shot of like over the shoulder of like Linger turning her back and walking away as like the magician falls behind her.
Yeah.
And that like is blown up to basically cover the majority of the ceiling.
We love it.
And then it rewinds, snaps back to the beginning, and starts playing the whole scene out again of the whole fight from the start.
I love that.
Ooh.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to do in the Hall of Levity? Excellent.
I do have to pee again. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
That's fine. Cool. Is there anything you guys wanted to do?
No.
I will
I'm
hold
good.
off slightly on the next bit then while Steph pees, which is fine. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Now Linger will properly rejoin the group.
Yeah, we'll swing by the
And you see
the room that you're in there.
Morden in his full glory. Just following Mura.
Maud, what was the name? Morden?
Poor Martin.
You can call me whatever my lady says you may call me, but yes, my name is Morden.
This has to be
Whereabouts do you hail from?
From the Silent Isles.
fuck off, no.
Oh, yes, a lovely place.
We've been there.
You should
I am
just know.
originally from a small island known as Sanctuary.
Okay, well, you should know that
Sounds
as
sweet.
friends of my lady, we are big fans of hers and would do anything to help us. So just keep that in mind, all right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Is this the cable I need? No, it's not the cable I need. Shit. This is the problem with wireless keyboards. Sometimes they run out of battery and you have to plug them in.
Yeah.
At the moment, I've got my Steam Deck charger, which is under the table, coming up over the table and just stretching in. Cool. So you retrieve Linger, you introduce Morden formally. And presumably you guys start making your way out of the Instantia Tower.
Mhm.
Cool. So as you can see as well, like, so the ball is basically finished. The eclipse is effectively over. There is still kind of slithers of the final elements of the eclipse happening. And as these final moments are casting this spectral light almost over the floating citadel, you all suddenly hear a deafening roar
You.
piercing through the air and absolutely shattering any feelings of tranquility. The actual ground of the floating citadel itself starts to shake as this enormous dark shape blots out the remainder of the eclipse, and you see the very unmistakable silhouette of a colossal dragon.
Whoa.
You can see as it kind of dips slightly, the scales kind of almost look like molten lava. The eyes burn with this unholy flame, and with a terrifying screech, it dives in towards the citadel. You can see the mouth of the dragon is glowing with the heat of this fiery breath. As the dragon dives in towards the citadel, you hear clamoring and shouting as closely behind you see these large shimmering portals start to manifest across the floating citadel. And
What the fuck?
an army of knights clad in this dragon-themed armor come charging out. Some of them have weapons that seem to be on fire. And you watch as the dragon swoops down and just blasts this torrent of flame across one of the campuses before swinging round. And as he does, I don't believe I'd actually set them up, so I'm going to have to do this manually. Bear with me.
This is unexpected.
I don't like it.
As he swings back across, you all hear
Kneel before the might of the sun god. Your
Oh, no.
false peace is shattered, and your doom is at hand.
Damn.
But I just became rich.
And you watch as he lands on one of the nearby wizard's towers, crushes the roof of it, and just breathes fire directly into the tower. What would you guys like to do as the deans all come running out of the instantia
Christ.
tower?
Goodness.
Well, this seems bad.
Gordon just like draws his swords. He's like, about fucking time.
Well, we might want to help with the evacuation of the students, I
Yeah, that sounds
suppose.
good.
Right.
We do have a lot of mages here. I feel like they can step in and help a little bit. But this is where has this guy been hiding even? Jesus. He's huge.
He's so big.
Maybe he was underneath, like hanging like a bat.
Oh, that kind of makes sense.
No, I just mean like in the world where
Oh yeah, that too.
like how have there not been rumors of this guy?
Can we fight this thing?
Oh, there have been.
I don't
You've heard some things here and there.
yeah. I don't think we should try to fight what
doesn't
seems
feel
to be an ancient gold dragon.
Linger.
Yes,
Your
God.
spellbook on your hip starts to grow
Yes.
warm.
Uh-oh. Flip it open. Pull it out. Flip it open.
It almost immediately flips to basically like the center of the spellbook, and you can see in large letters that familiar writing that you've seen before when you were talking to him before, but much more rushed. There's almost like ink splats, like someone had physically been hurriedly writing this with ink and quill. Across both pages just says Sumilithrom.
That she looks, she reads it, and she goes, that does track. This would be Similithrum, and I think we are not quite prepared to deal with him. I'm going to be honest, I expected this to read just run. So we should do what we can to help with an evacuation. And I feel like I need to be like on a scale of 1 to 20. I feel like I'm at a 10, and to take on this big dragon, I need to be closer to like that 20 range.
That makes sense. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe
are we
at like
leaving?
16, 17. But yes, we should help. If you give me 1 minute, I can. I don't even need a whole minute. I might be able to I can get us out of here. If we can help people, I can get us to the tower. Oh, that's a big boy. That's
It's
a big
not
boy.
necessarily specifically that big, but like a bit of a frame of reference.
No, I'm just taking a snip of this and sharing it with my friends, and I'm going to say, no, it's that big.
That's a
But he
pretty
is
big
quite
boy.
a big boy.
Where are we looking?
On Shard.
Oh, Lord. Oh, that is a big boy. That is a very big boy.
It's more the image itself that I
All right.
wanted
Okay.
to help depict.
Oh yeah, that's a cool looking dragon. Like a demon dragon.
So you can see as well as he kind of lands on the tower, he gives another roar. There is this aura around him of just fire and brimstone.
Yeah.
Like you can see a few of the kind of lesser arcane brotherhood guards charge in towards that tower, and it's just like this 20-foot radius almost around him. As they run in, they are just incinerated immediately.
Right. So
Oh.
let's get as many people out as we can. And
You have a way of getting us?
if we can get to a place where I can have like a minute.
Safe routes through.
Yeah. Also, teleportation circle to get us back to the tower after we help.
Okay.
Yeah. So both things. Ready, set.
You see the Deans have now started taking up defensive positions around the Citadel and are starting to bring up a barrier, trying to kind of push the dragon out and away and form this barrier underneath him. So, what are you guys doing first?
What's the ways? I assume there's many off of the floating isle here.
The main ways off the floating citadel are being a wizard and teleporting or relocating your tower or airship. You can see they've not made it to the airship dock. They were kind of like portaled in around the citadel,
right.
excuse me, and you can see Arcane Brotherhood are starting to split, and like half of them are heading towards the dock to ensure that that remains safe for people to be able to evacuate.
All right. Linger thinks anyone on an airship is an idiot because that dragon has wings. Don't go that way. Yeah, we just need to get people to there's set teleportation circles all over this place. We just got to get people to them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, where is one? And I was thinking I could like fly around and pick folks up and fly them on over to it. That might help a bit.
Right. Is there? We need to get out of this particular tower, right? Is there a?
Yeah, it looks like the dragon is making its way towards the Instantia tower.
All right. So, are there circles in these towers that would pop you over to other towers?
Yeah, there would be.
Okay. Then Linger's going to suggest that we rush people towards the Spiritus Tower.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then from there, we can help people portal to, I don't know, fucking Edgecrop or something. It's fine.
Let's fucking do it.
Everyone's safe in Edgecrop. Okay, cool. So you start amassing some of the students together and running towards the Spiritus Tower.
Mira gets out those like little things to land a plane and is like, everyone, this way.
Campus tour group this way.
Yeah, let's see.
You tie a flag to Warden. As you guys are making your way over there, you get a fair distance before a squad of 5 of these kind of dragon armor-clad knights appear to block your path. So if you could please roll initiative for me.
I was gonna say, we'll take care of that.
Warden just like steps forward, is like, don't worry, I got this.
I'm just gonna cast fly now because I was, flying. So
Yes.
So
cool. I do. Because you let us go ahead and level up between sessions, even though we didn't long rest, does that chill that we're using our new stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm trying to play the game by the rules, and I just gotta be sure. Hold on, I will find initiative. Good girl. Good girl.
Can you guys hear Jay? Because he's on the phone with his brother.
No.
Okay. And he's just so loud, honestly. The man has no volume control.
All right, let me
Of course, why
do.
wouldn't you put them all on the same initiative? That makes my life super easy. Having all of them go
Mage
at once.
armor.
And you can drop to something different. Cool. So, I mean, no prizes for guessing who's going first. It's Warden.
I was gonna guess the dragon. Everyone
No, the
knows
dragon's not
it's
involved in this particular initiative. You can see kind of over your shoulder, Dean Vex is flying currently and is firing spells at this dragon along with a group of very impressive looking Arcane Brotherhood mages who are protecting her and also trying to push it's like they're trying to push the dragon away from the Instantia tower and up so that this barrier can be
your super cool Star Wars
finished,
that we got
basically.
Thank you.
Love you, Bill.
Love you too.
Love you too, Jay.
Bye.
They love you too, Jay.
Not Lindsay.
Only mildly fond. Only mildly fond. I don't know him.
So,
He's
Warden,
a nice dude.
these knights are about 40 feet from you guys. What would you like to do?
Yeah,
As they draw
Warden's
various
going.
weapons.
Mhm.
To you as
You're
well.
gonna knife him?
Well, no, that's just like the closest like sword like object I have to me right now. So I just did the melee knife chip and shatter. So whatever.
I'm so itchy.
Warden does like kind of like Qui-Gon Jinn in episode 1 whenever they see Darth Maul. He's like, you get them to safety, take them.
Nice.
And
Oh, we're not leaving you.
Okay, that's cool too, I guess.
No, please, by all means, leave him. Fucking Morgan,
Oh my
man.
Morden is like out to get it, Morden.
That
The
was a
feeling
joke.
is mutual.
Fucking hate this dude.
I want to keep him as a pet.
Ah, here we
He's
go.
my
There's my images of them.
What? Oh yeah, I guess for the sake of expediency, we're gonna say Morden is not involved in this. I tell Morden to get everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good job for him.
Did you happen to give him a cooking proficiency so that he can be our guy
I can
like
do.
in that TV show?
I
want him
think
to
you
be-
should.
You know the show.
I know the
guy,
one.
He cooks.
Delicious
Yeah.
Delicious Indulgence.
Ramsey?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Me.
Now
You wanted to be
Gordon
Gordon
Ramsay.
Ramsay?
What's his name? It's not
Senshi.
Senshi.
Senshi. Yes.
I kept wanting to say sushi, but I'm like, that's not right.
I almost got a delicious in dungeon tattoo as opposed to Isabel. Next time, I would get Phelan because I like her.
I like
He
it
stands
Senshi.
on one show here.
What'd you say, Badger?
Oh, we stand Sung Wong Cho.
We do. The guy who voices Senshi,
Mhm.
yeah.
Cool.
I also like
That should be all
Marcel.
of them. So, what's Warden doing?
Oh, this fucking dude. Zzz.
Look at him.
Oh, he's so cute, says Lindsay.
I think I accidentally sent 3 copies of the same person at one point by accident instead
It
of
did. Like
different
4, maybe.
variants.
Oh, that's cool.
These
Yeah,
are
yeah.
all someone's sons and someone's daughters.
Not for long.
Maybe it's just
Yeah.
like smoke inside armor.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's cute. They have flaming swords too. Wow, so cool, guys.
Fuck's sake.
You'll get there,
yeah.
man.
Warden will move up, and yeah, he kind of just wants to like immediately rush them down.
Cool.
How many are in like this squad?
5.
5. Okay, awesome. So, I just got this, and I'm going to use sweeping attack. I think that needs to hit
Cool.
first. If I can find the ability listing. I just press it. Okay, yes, it does give you. So yeah, I would need to hit with melee first, so let's try that. Using good old brother's longsword. Ooh, brother, why?
Oh,
You
That
get
is an inspiration.
Ooh. Ooh.
Brother,
I've been doing that so much lately. It's not good.
That's a
As Warden swings towards them, you see as one of them just kind of steps forward and brings this great sword across and deflects Warden's slash.
rude. Second attack. There we go.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go, baby.
Was someone's children.
Not for long. All right. So,
So how does
here's.
sweeping attack work?
Let me go ahead and post it here if you want to read it. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 superiority die to attempt to damage another creature with the same attack. So basically, you choose another creature that's within your range, or within 5 feet of the original target. It's also
Easily
within
hits
their
both of
reach.
them.
Yeah.
And they're like grouping together and blocking your path, so there's definitely one within 5 feet for sure.
So I basically, what would hit the second creature takes damage?
Fine, because that first attack was a feint. That's what it was. You were just tricking them.
Obviously, I was on Fool's Guard. You know what they say about Fool's Guard?
What?
You're either a fool for using it or a fool for attacking someone in Fool's Guard. And I showed them. So that's that. And then here's my new upgraded superiority die. That's now a D10.
So that's 24 damage to both of them, or does one of them just take superiority damage?
I think they just take superiority damage. Let me read that again. Each original attack would hit second creature. It takes damage equal to the number you roll on your superiority die.
Fine.
Yeah.
So one takes 7, one takes 24.
Jesus.
And I'm assuming it's the one with the greatsword that blocked the first attack that takes the big hit.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I hate that fucking
Fuck him
suit.
back.
But wait, there's more. Action surge.
Hell yeah.
And we all know where this is going.
Hits.
24.
No better time to use action surge than on the first turn.
Honestly, just might as well, right?
11 more damage to that first guy, presumably.
If he's still alive.
He is.
I'm gonna hit him with another sweeping attack.
Fine. I will not press equals then. Thanks, Shard, for making
For
the
an extra-
HP stuff a calculator and not just type in numbers.
Oh yeah, that's so
That's so
great.
good.
Sure,
I do like that.
that is
That's
really
awesome.
good.
That is really great. Very accessible for people with dyscalculia. At the same time, I mentioned that.
You are very obsessed with your math with like.
So you run in, you swing. The first attack gets deflected and Warden just slides up the blade. Swing. Fucks 2 guys up at once. 2 guys, 1 Warden, am I right? You still got 1 more attack, right? Because of
Shut
action
up!
surge.
Yep.
First guy is struggling hard already. Just
Not for long.
plants the great sword into the ground, leaning on the crossguard. Just fuck.
If you think he fucked you up, wait till you get to. Wait till Linker gets here.
Oh man. All right.
See, we weren't expecting special forces. Fuck.
That's the point.
18 hits.
That's how special forces works, my dude.
16 total.
Cool. First guy dead.
Oh, wonderful. I'm still going to use sweeping attack just to attack the other guy a little bit more too.
Oh shit! I forgot to add the sweeping damage to that second guy. So that was 9 for the last one.
Yeah.
There you go. He's been sweeping damaged. Now you can do more
And he
sweeping
takes
damage to him. That's another 10.
Jeez.
Because fuck him, am I right? Gotta flex those new
I've created a
superiority
monster.
dice.
I was gonna say, what was the total of all that damage? It was a lot.
Nope. Nobody wants Badger no more. They want Warden on Chopped Liver.
I mean, in the interest of figuring out how much damage that was enough that you took out 1 guy with 58 and 1 guy is now on 32 out of 58. All in 1 turn.
Yeah.
Imagine if he'd hit with that first attack as well, am I right?
Jesus.
Does that end Warden's turn?
I see no sun god up here other than me. That's it.
Wow.
I am your god now.
Look at me. Look at me.
Cool. So up next then is the best person to have second in initiative. It's Mura.
Oh God! What? Where's the initiative order?
I was going to say you'll see it on your token names, and I realized you can't because you're not on the map. So if I have your characters, does that drop you on? Yes. So you can at least see
Oh yeah.
Where
Okay.
you are by your nose.
Okay. How far away are these dudes from me?
40 feet.
And how close is Warden to me?
Uh,
How close is Warden to them?
35 feet.
yeah.
Ooh, okay. Massive leaps. Constitution. These guys look like they might be having pretty high con. Sorry, I didn't strength. Also, wow. Maybe should have done other spells. Yeah, fuck it, we ball. We're just gonna do the normal thing of I'm gonna twin cast haste on my friends. Jesus Christ, what is
That's
my brain?
Chester and Morden, right?
No, that's Chester and
Yeah,
Warden.
Morden.
I'm
I'm getting
sitting.
hasted.
You're getting hasted.
Whoa!
yeah.
I forgot about
Oh my
that.
god. Okay.
Been waiting all stream for this.
Yeah.
I've waited 10,000 years.
How many sorcery points does this cost me?
Not as many as you think.
Second, same. Okay, it's 3. Which is fine. I'm gonna do that on you guys, so get hasted, and then I'm going to quicken spell, which is gonna cost me 2 sorcery points to Eldritch Blast the dude that Warden was wrecking to just try to get him
Cool.
fucking dead.
Roll to hit.
That's a 27.
Jesus. Do you have any more beams now for your Eldritch Blast?
I think I still have 2.
Oh, fair
Wait,
enough.
maybe. I don't know. Let me read it. 11th level, I get 3. So, but that's like,
I knew it was around now. I wasn't sure
Yeah.
the specific level. I wasn't sure if it was 10,
Yeah.
11, or 12.
it's when you as a person reach that level, not a warlock level.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's 15. Oh my god, it's max damage for that one. Is he still alive? He's still alive. I hit him with the second.
15, yes. He's still
Okay.
alive.
Network appears to be performing
But
poorly.
not very
Uh-oh.
happy. Yes, your network is performing poorly because your rolls haven't shown up.
Good for me.
Oh.
But that's all right. We trust you.
That's
And
a
they will pop up.
23.
23 hits.
And that's 10 damage.
10 damage.
I'm gonna restart
barely holding
shard. Great. I'm gonna move back like 30 feet because I don't have to be this close. And I'm also gonna tell Morden to help the students.
Cool.
And I'm gonna restart shard, and I'm gonna try to deal with Pandora's. Oh me, oh my!
Oh.
Whoa,
Very
Warden
fast
really
start.
flying.
that was
now.
Warden.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's zooming.
Yeah, that guy that just drove past my window has a massive dick.
Can I help you, Pandora? Also, Jay left, so I have to handle dogs.
That's okay.
So
Does that end Mira's turn?
I mean, it sure does.
Cool. The knight is going to swing at Warden just because if he tries walking past Warden, Warden will kill him.
Yeah. What if you say there? I'll
if
kill
that
you.
attack of
Here's your
opportunity
dilemma.
hits, he's fucked. It's 12 to hit with the first longsword attack.
Mm,
And a 22 with the second.
There you go.
First one just like clangs off Warden's armor. Warden slowly turns and looks.
Warden turns the other cheek, just like right there. There you go.
You watch as the knight kind of takes like a half step back and like flings the sword forward. It bursts into flames, swings down at you for two-handed, so it is I used the wrong D10 apparently, so it's 70 damage because I picked up the
Whoa.
double number the double
Ooh.
number D10.
70. Jeez, I only have 28 hit points left.
Yeah, cool. So you take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 1 point of fire damage. As
I'm
you
just a little
like
singed.
waving your hand through the flame of a candle, where you're like, ooh, tickles.
Ooh.
That's what British people do for fun. Put our hands in fire. Linger.
I knew
It's
it.
your
Okay.
turn.
Is there a way for me to cast an area spell and not catch my friends in it? I don't know how, without being able to see where everybody is.
Yeah, they're kind of like grouped together, so you can literally just do it so the front of the area hits them and the back of the area is behind them. If it's like a
Okay.
cube. If it's a cone,
It's-
obviously, then you might need to readjust, but
All right, let me see exactly what this is. This is a spear. So I just need
yep. That
the
should be
30
fine.
radius. Okay. She's gonna spin this new staff she's got
Ooh.
Spin it.
and hold it above her head and speak some cool words in a language that sounds spooky and scary. And these spirits of the wrongfully murdered students rise from the ground.
Jesus.
She
The ones that we wrongfully murdered?
No, we
Okay,
rightfully
okay,
murdered
that's right.
them. You know, the other ones.
Yeah, the other.
She casts unnatural causes.
Mm-hmm.
You cause vengeful spirits of the wrongfully slain to manifest in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose. Spear of spirits spreads around. That is a lot of S's.
Yeah.
The sphere of spirits spreads around corners and lasts until the spell ends, and it's a concentration.
Cool.
When they enter spell's area for the first time on her turn or starts its turn there, the creature must make a wisdom saving throw. On a save, they're going to take, she's switching everything to necrotic, so it's going to be 6d6 necrotic damage.
Oh.
And, stuff keeps happening. So she's doing that, and that's,
So, a wisdom save, yeah?
well, when they start their
It's at the
turn
start
here.
of their turn. Or
Yeah.
doesn't it say when they enter it for the first time?
And when they enter. So I guess they're technically, if that's how you want to do it, they're entering it for the first time. So a DC 21 wisdom save.
21.
So
Yeah.
the first one is a 5.
Okay.
Second one is a 13.
Okay.
The third one is a 9.
Uh-huh.
And the fourth one is a 16. And it's
Okay.
worth noting they all have a +0, so none of them would have made it, but it's funny to try.
All right. Do you want me to roll those 6d6 4 times or just once or?
Just do it once, it'll make everyone's life a bit easier.
Did I blip? Did I come back?
You are back.
Okay. So they'll
You did
each
not
take
blip.
21
internet
points of necrotic damage. And and it keeps going, so it's persistent. And as long as they're in
So the one Muir and Warden have been fighting is very, very dead. He had 7
Okay.
HP left. You take 21 damage. You take 21 damage. And
she's
take-
holding the staff above her head, and her hair's all blowing cool and dramatic, as these
Mhm.
spirits whip past her and attack these people.
Spirits of students slain by Dean Westmaris.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Is
They're
Linda
just
doing
now-
anything else?
Sorry,
Sorry, I cut you off as well. That was my bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was just gonna take them along going forward, as that's who she always summons. They're like
Absolutely.
on her side now,
Mhm.
Let's see, actions.
On her students.
When I put that spell
On her
on the
students.
staff, my immediate first thought was, be real cool to flavor this as it's the students that he's been killing all of these years for his power and his soul and blood stealing.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I think that's gonna be all that she can well, hold on, bonus action, right? You know what? I'm gonna say that's enough for now.
Cool.
She's just maintaining.
Little Linger and Rip doing anything?
I think they're helping Marden.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. In that case, it is another knight's turn. And he is going to take a heavy crossbow shot. Let's see who he's firing at. Just has not done anything yet, so it's going to be one of you three. That's Mura.
No!
And then I immediately dropped my die while I was trying to put it back on a 4.
Oh, I
Four,
think
that's a
Denny
4.
is a great nickname for this dude.
Mm.
Welcome to Daddy's. He's going to roll to hit Mura. That's a 14. Does that hit Mura?
That doesn't. No. Macy's 16. Get out of here.
He fires the crossbow bolt at you as Morden looks back over his shoulder to make sure you're okay, and he steps in and just slices the arrow out of the air with his rapier.
Mhm.
Thank you. I was good.
It's trying too hard.
So
Are
dude.
any of these guys in melee with Warden still?
Yes. The majority of them. All 3 of
I
them.
kind of thought. I just wanted to double check. Okay, so he's gonna fly up. He's gonna be 10 feet above Warden, but 5 feet off to the side in case he falls. He doesn't want to fall on him. And then he's gonna throw a dagger down at one that is below him, in front of Warden.
I was going to say one that's already been hurt, but they've all been hurt by Linka.
So 12, I'm guessing, misses.
Yes.
Emotionally hurt too.
This is his returning dagger, so it returns to his hand, which is nice. And also nice is being hasted, so he can try again
Yeah.
with a 19.
19 hits. So you throw this dagger down at one that has a shield, and you watch as he just slams the dagger out the way with the shield, and the dagger just back to your hand.
And then while he's got his shield out, the second one hits him.
Exactly.
And 17 damage.
He
Not too
expected
shabby.
one dagger, yes, but he didn't expect second dagger. 17 damage, that's a pretty hefty hit. Fucking hell.
For a dagger, not too bad.
Yeah.
And then for bonus action, Warden,
real
I'll
hurt.
always be helping you like a guardian angel floating above. I believe in you. And you can have a bardic inspiration there.
You just need like a lyre, like or
Yeah. Have a Vuvuzela. Does that come close?
Yeah.
close enough.
And that'll be me.
Cool. The next knight is going to take a longsword attack at Warden.
Oh,
15.
miss.
Try again. 8.
No, it's not happening.
Swings at you, you just grab the blade, pull the sword out of his hand and throw it away, and he draws a short sword. The next knight is gonna try and swarm you with his ally. 16 to hit, Warden.
Mhm.
And then 22, 17 plus 5 to hit.
There you go. That's it.
Ooh.
That's what you need.
Drop that die. Don't want to be throwing that one around the room. That one is stone. Where's the 20?
Stone dice.
There's the 20. So, Warden, from the second hit, you take 8 slashing and another 1 fire.
So 9 in total. Okay.
That is the second one I have rolled on these d4s for the fire damage. Then Denny's gonna shuffle some of the students out of the way so that you guys have some more room to fight. And just like miscellaneous background knight comes running in and he just punches him.
Just as Ginny's going off, Warden looks back and is like, Ginny, wait a minute. Okay, you can go.
Danny, wait.
Oh,
flips him off. Cool.
Okay, you can go now.
Warden's turn.
Alright. Yeah. So he is...
Well, that means I'm next.
Who else? So who's closest with me?
There's two of them still, like, next to you, attacking you with swords.
Yeah. Are there any friendlies nearby?
Friendlies is Chester, no? He's like 10 feet above you, I think.
But you're like 10 feet out of the range. Okay.
Oh.
Just making sure. Alright.
I mean, your best friend Denny could be nearby, if you want him to be.
No. Get out of here.
Of all the cards Mira could have picked.
Right?
She picked the make Warden jealous card.
I didn't mean
Out of all the words, out of all the wardens, out of all the cards to pick, I can't say it.
All of the wardens. All of the wardens and
I'm just gonna hit this guy, hopefully 16.
16 misses.
You got a D8 you can add to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, let me add the D8 then to first.
We can take
one.
the 27 as your second attack, because you would have made it anyway.
Thank you. I kind of quickly rolled there. I was just like,
That's fine. Yeah, 16 plus 6 will hit, so both attacks will hit. Because we might as well do it that way. If you've rolled 2 and you have 2 attacks, we might as well take that as your 2 attacks.
okay.
Just makes sense. Rather than waste a roll or make you do another one.
I appreciate it.
I am so benevolent, so kind.
It is
Bask in
never
fear
a good
of my
sign when a
dragon.
British person says that.
Which guy are you attacking? There's...
Let's go.
One looks more hurt than the other two. Looks like this could probably take him out quite comfortably. The other two would be significantly hurt by it, but not quite dead yet.
I'd say, so if one goes to the hurt guy, that would kill him?
Yeah,
Or-
well, if both go. If
Oh,
basically,
both.
if both go to we'll call him number 1. Both go to him, he dies. If both go to if both go to number 2, he won't die. If both go to number 3, he won't die. So you can kill or injure 2 others.
I think let's spread the damage out. So
Cool.
16 will go to the more hurt guy, and 13 to
Cool.
the other guy. But on the other guy, I want to use that for no other reason besides I just want to use it. So I'm putting menacing attack, and
Excellent.
he has to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
8.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, he's frightened. Also he gets superiority die damage too, I guess. So
Mhm.
there you go. 1 can
I mean, it had to happen after you like maxed out the
Yeah.
superiority like 3 times in a row.
It's fair. It's fair. He's like, oh yeah, one more thing.
Speaking of one more thing, you have your haste attack.
You do.
I do. That's right. I'm gonna hit the injured guy, the more injured guy.
Most injured
18.
hits as he's like struggling to stand. Yeah, he dead. He dead. He had 4 HP left. He dead.
Yeah, I just kick his leg out from under him, just straight down, just kudata.
Brutal.
You get one more, I think.
Oh wait, how many haste attacks? Wait.
It's your full
It's an
thing.
extra action to take the
Oh,
attack
okay.
action, right?
All right. Oh yeah, totally.
I think it's
I
just
don't-
Baldur's Gate where it's you get one attack.
Oh,
16
just-
misses,
All right.
unfortunately. As he blocks with the crossbow. Which is a real dumb move, but it's fine. He can't really shoot it right now anyway. You're on top of him.
I
Does
see.
that end your turn?
I see your knee. I see your knee shaking.
No!
Can't prove that.
Oh
End your
man,
turn?
I'm a good person. That's gonna be my turn.
Cool. Mira.
Hi. Yeah, it's my turn. That's right. How far away? Oh, I moved back 30 feet, so
did
everybody's a
Everybody's
good
like
amount
60
of
feet away.
distance away from me. How many dudes are up?
2.
I don't want to waste a third level spell. I'm a shatter. Yeah, I'm a shatter. Right. I hope I want to hit.
That's a T-Rex.
Okay.
hi.
Yeah.
I was just showing the
Hello?
the button. Ah, yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna shatter these dudes. I use a pack slot, and I think I have my thing now.
Con save. Cool.
Yeah, it's a con save, but it's 19. Oh my gosh, I have so many things here. Hey, are there any ley lines around? It's okay if you say no.
Yes, but
Oh, yes, but not right now, Stephanie.
just to make life easier.
That's
one
fine.
of them got a 17. One of them got a 5.
Both of them fail.
Jesus Christ.
I also
Oh, yeah, you're
have
19 now. Huh.
and cool. Hold on. This is take lightning and thunder's damage. You gain the ability to subtly control weather. What is this where I get my extra stuff?
Mira causes rain.
Oh yeah, stormy magic erupts from you when you deal lightning or thunder. This eruption causes creatures of your choice that you can see within 10 feet to take lightning or thunder damage. Nobody's within 10 feet of me. So everybody just seen a bunch of thundery stuff. They failed. Get wrecked. Please be. Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh, that's no.
You
Fuck
gotta
that.
be.
Reroll it. Fuck
Thank
3.
you.
Fuck 3 ones. Fuck that.
What the hell? Never in my life.
Oh my
Okay.
god!
What?
You didn't do it again, did you? I just closed it.
I did.
Well,
It was
almost.
2 ones and a
So
3.
they both take 5 damage.
That's rough.
That is
is so
rough.
Shard was like, "I'll let you have one."
I'll let you have one. Mira's like, wait, what? What?
You just see the numbers appear in the air, and Mira's like, what the fuck?
That's so mean, particularly to me. Yeah, that's my fucking turn, I guess. Christ.
When did they
Bingo.
go? Did I miss that? Did they go?
There were 2 of them, but they're dead. That's why they didn't go.
But I mean, have they gone since I've gone? Because they should have had another wisdom save at the start of their turns.
Oh yeah, they should have. Let me do that now. Apologies.
I was gonna say, I think they died.
We got
I mean, they're gonna fail.
yeah, we got a 4 and we got a nat 20, but that's +0 for 20.
So 29 points of damage to each of them.
Oh, okay.
As spirits of the damned just rip them apart.
Yeah, ripped apart. They certainly are. They're both dead. That's the end of
Yeah.
initiative.
All right, cool. We can go now.
Wait, one of them's still alive on 3 HP.
Okay, so then on her turn, she's gonna. magic missile
She's gonna
him.
sneeze.
Yeah. We're just gonna magic missile and be done with this particular person.
Linga's already
I'm just-
walking off down
And just
down the
like
street, just
over
a
her
flick of the
shoulder.
wrist. Yep.
So, yeah, that'll be 15 altogether, I guess. Just spins the staff and tucks it under an arm. And
Cool.
here we go.
Damn.
As Linga's like walking past him, he turns and starts trying to run after her. She just fires the magic missile over her shoulder and clotheslines him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cool. Keep Marden. Everyone else can get.
I like this new toy you gave me.
It's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah, I used one spell slot. This is great.
Cool. I'm just bringing the dragon back so we can see him again, just because before that
Yeah.
he was hidden because he was inactive.
And I don't think she can move that group of spirits, so she's going to drop concentration to let them go back to the ether,
Okay.
where they silently haunt her forevermore. In a good way.
Yeah. Excellent. Cool. You carry on down the street then.
Mhm.
And you can see now the entire Citadel is basically locked in this fight. You can see all around you, the knights are engaging with the mages with precision, like they have been training for this and have been basically practiced and ready to go with trying to combat the mages as effectively as possible. And you can see they're very clearly focusing on like Arcane Brotherhood teachers and higher ranking students before dealing with anyone else. But you can also see the mages are just as effective at repelling them. As you're kind of running down the street, you can see a couple of knights being disintegrated here and there. There's fireballs going off left, right, and center. You can see as you kind of continue towards the Spiritus Tower, Dean Hayashi, the one from the Potentia Tower, the elemental Dean, has his long sword in one hand and this sword made almost entirely out of ice in another hand, and is just fighting several knights at once with elementals around him helping him out. And you can see there's like a group of students that he's protecting. As you continue, you can see one of the nearby wizard's towers that got hit by the dragon fire has started to collapse. You can see there is a group of students that are trapped in this building, burning around them. Are you guys going to try and help them?
I mean, I think we should.
So what was
That's
it?
probably
What kind
I
of
just
was it?
posted my
Wow.
current fly speed of 480 feet around. So
Okay.
Chester's going to, as much as possible, zip around while hasted and flying and bring people where they need to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Chester's then flying around and directing them to join your group running towards the Spiritus Tower. Cool.
What kind of building was it?
It's just like a mage's tower, like one of the wizard's towers around the campus is collapsing, but you can see there is a group of students that had clearly taken refuge in there, and it's just been hit by like debris and side splash basically of the dragon fire. It's on fire and starting to collapse.
Can I smash through the wall? To
You
create an exit for them.
absolutely can give that a
Ooh,
go. Give me a
yeah.
strength check.
Pops his neck. Alright.
That was a save, I think, and not a check.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
yeah, that's a
well.
save.
So re-roll it as a proper check instead of
Sorry.
save. As well.
Sorry.
It's alright.
11.
Wow, fucking hell.
You know,
I mean, it is quite damaged anyway. You run in, you start kind of kicking away at the wall, smashing into the wall. It does look like if you give it another go, you might actually be able to get this wall open.
okay. Can I give it another go?
Yeah,
Right now?
go for it.
Alright. Fuck me. What the hell?
Jesus Christ, do you
I
have
did
any
too well in
inspiration?
combat.
Wow,
Yeah, I'm using
dude.
inspiration. This is embarrassing. 14? Okay.
14 will do it. As Warden charges in through the wall, Kool-Aid Man style. You see the students all kind of look up and start trying to filter out of that hole in the wall that you've made for them.
Don't worry, I'm
they're
a good
gonna
armored guy.
They're
There's
going
a
to
lot
make
of-
some saving throws, and I'm going to need Warden to also make a quick dexterity saving throw as you are
Wait, is
escaping
there,
the
like-
burning building.
A lot of fire happening.
Yes.
Can I use a spell? Can I do something?
Yeah. No,
Um,
you have to stand and watch and do nothing.
As they
I-
burn.
I want to avoid hitting the students, but I would like to cast water cannon.
Cool. Fucking Blastoise over here.
So yeah, basically, which unleashes a spout of water that blasts a line of 60 foot long and 5 foot wide. I want to avoid any of creatures in the area must make a strength saving throw, but I don't want to hit them.
Yeah.
I want to try to avoid them. So I just want to use it to like push water.
Oh, I actually have advantage on dexterity
Absolutely.
saving throws because of haste.
There you go.
We've got like 10 minutes left for Lindsay.
Cool. Mura then starts putting out the top, basically from top down on this building, but the force of the cannon does blast chunks of the building out as well.
Watch out for the building.
So the dex save from Warden and the students. The students have passed, but one of them's going to take a little bit of damage.
Sorry, buddy.
Warden.
Oh, sorry. I
Morgan.
thought you were gonna do something else. There was like a
No, it's just the dex save. Fuck.
Damn, dude.
wait. It's at advantage because of haste. 19.
Oh, you have advantage. There you go.
Oh,
Cool.
hell yeah.
So Warden manages to dodge the debris as it is all collapsing around you. One of the students does get hit, but you manage to kind of pull them through and continue running towards the Spiritus Tower.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
I said 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're close.
At this point, you make it to the Spiritus Tower.
Yeah,
You can see it's kind of in sight. The students start running across the bridge towards the tower. But the dragon lands on one of the nearby towers and looks in your direction. What would you guys like to do?
flip him off. No.
Cry.
Yeah.
You, buddy!
You know what? Can I actually fly at him
Yeah,
and then like around his head a little bit, like an annoying gnat?
absolutely. I will say,
Damn, brave.
give me... I'll let it be your choice, because that's fun. Acrobatics or performance?
You know, I'd have to go with performance, obviously. Because
it's like
Where is it? I'm trying to get
A
his
little
attention.
acrobatic
Yeah.
performance in the air, flying around his head, just being annoying. So I see an argument for performance, and you're a bard, so it checks
24.
out. 24. Excellent. He starts kind of swiping around at you with disadvantage. And also your speed as well. So he's just going to graze you. Luckily.
Even that might be rough.
It will be, but...
Yeah. Whew.
Also as well, actually, if you're flying in towards him, I should warn you, there is the aura around him. If you enter the aura, you will be hurt.
Don't go that
I will
So how
avoid
close
the
would you
aura.
like to get?
I will
Careful,
try to
Chris.
avoid said aura.
Okay, because
Just outside.
currently the aura is a radius of 10 feet.
Okay. I'll go like 20 feet away then.
Okay, that does change things, because that means the only thing he can hit you with is his tail. Which...
And my AC with haste and a shield is not, I can get up to 21.
This...
I mean, he's probably got a lot of pluses, but I'm less squishy than I
is a
normally am.
35 to hit.
Yeah, well, it'll probably still do it.
On a particularly high roll. Cool. So the tail swings at you. You take... Uh, 20 points of bludgeoning damage
All right.
and 12 fire damage.
Oh my god.
Is that for con save? That's just one con save, or is it two con saves?
One, because it's one source of damage.
Okay. Oh, sorry, the
It's
second
all
one was
coming from that
12?
tail attack.
The second one was 12?
Yes, so it'll be the total
Yes.
damage that you're doing the
Okay,
concentration.
so my concentration for flight would be, so that's 20 plus 12 is 32 divided by 2 is, math people,
16, I think.
16.
No, that doesn't sound right.
I hope it's not 16. Okay, so as he's falling
No, it is,
with his
it is 16.
with his concentration broken on flight, as he's hurtling towards the ground,
Oh no.
he is going to use his Cape of the Mountebank and return to in front of the Spiritus Tower.
Cool.
Perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
Ow! I was hit by a dragon. It
I
didn't
saw
feel
All right,
guys-
we need.
Watch as he rockets towards the dragon and just gets battered out of the air before...
and definitely bloodied after one hit. So
Yeah.
probably good we didn't fight it.
You were very brave, though.
No, stupid. I believe is a word you're looking for there.
Was astounding. If we can get everybody inside, I can activate the teleportation circles. There's glyphs. And so once they're in there, she's just going to run a suit for every group that gets in the circle. She just smacks another glyph on the wall.
So it was enough time.
Just-
Chester running
that
a little
was his
distraction
hope.
was enough
Yes.
time for the students to get into the tower, and you all watch as you start to turn towards the Spiritus Tower and run in yourselves. As this battle seems dire and the Citadel is teetering almost on the brink of destruction with this invading army and this dragon, another set of portals begin to open around the Citadel. You see cresting over the side of the Citadel as well, these large winged creatures. You see, through these portals, a legion of elven troops from the Zeroth dynasty
Hell yeah.
below, hailing from Thistlewood, charges through, the armor and weapons gleaming with this ancient nature magic that Thistlewood is famous for. You see these griffin riders swooping down from the sky, engaging the dragon, engaging some of the knights, and just causing distraction and chaos for this invading army. You see there's this elven commander riding atop this majestic griffin, rallies the Citadel. By order of Emperor Leoric Zamylin of Thistlewood, we stand with the floating Citadel. Drive these invaders back. And you watch as they start charging in and engaging the knights in glorious combat.
Well, maybe we could stay and help then. That's not so bad.
I'm good.
Okay.
You can still get everyone to safety from the Spiritus Tower. It is still like a war ground.
Yeah.
So getting people to safety probably wouldn't hurt. They can always come back. So are you running up the Spiritus Tower then to the teleportation circle?
Yeah.
Cool.
You think so, yeah.
Cool.
Fine, I guess we can
So
save
those of
people.
you that had been through the Spiritus Tower previously, linger up. Linger being linger and knowing how the floating Citadel operates in general. You what?
They don't have emergency teleportation circles on the ground floor?
Unfortunately not.
No. We're going to have some OSHA violations.
I was going to say, we got to call OSHA on this one.
Oh my
We're
God.
in charge. We will get this sorted.
This was the magician's idea, wasn't it?
It was.
Ah.
But Linger manages to get you through to the teleportation circle safely. As well, with this tower being almost entirely crystal, you can see the entire battlefield outside. Multiple
That's why I picked
towers
it.
are in ruin. And as Linger is just slamming this teleportation circle and getting all these students to safety, you can see as this battle is kind of reaching its zenith, this dragon lands again atop the crumbling Instantia Tower. As kind of the sun is setting behind it, it unleashes another devastating roar. XD. And we're gonna end the session with he roars again, and
The sun god rises. All shall bow before his eternal flame or be consumed by it.
Wow.
and
Ooh.
with a powerful beat of its wings, the dragon ascends, and with a final blast of flame to drive away the Griffin Riders, starts to fly away, leaving smoke, fire, the threat of dark days to come, and the whole army that it brought with it, fighting the army of the Zeroth dynasty and the mages of the floating citadel below. As you are getting these students to safety, we will end our session there, and we can pick up next time with what you guys want to do to help drive off the last of it.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Big fight. Big fight.
Big
Yeah.
fight, big fight.
Well, thanks everyone for coming and watching. I hope you all
Yeah.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
And of course,
This was so
Thanks,
much
Max.
Mm,
fun. Thanks,
good one.
man.
Yes, thank
Um,
you.
Thanks, Max.
thanks, Max, as always.
I don't know what Max did this time, but thank you.
Banned
He's
so
here.
many bots.
These bots, yeah.
Did he
bots.
really?
Max was
Yeah,
truly
yeah.
doing the Lord's
Yeah.
work. We had like 5 or 6 bots minimum showed up, and like I didn't
Thanks,
even see the
Max.
message show up in my
No.
Yeah.
OBS preview of the stream chat that has a slight delay because Max had already
Aw.
seen it, deleted it, and banned the bot.
Wow.
He owned it.
Truly, Max is the bot slayer.
Truly.
Which is so funny because he plays like a lot of robots in Warforged.
He gets
So
in
he's
their
familiar
mind.
with them. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, we will pick up there next time with the delicious taste of Wraith Energy. Use code PHN at checkout for 10% off.
That's nice.
But yes, we will pick that up next time with the floating citadel and whatever you guys want to do to help the floating citadel. And we will see you all next time. Goodbye.
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 All right.